More Ghana na more abrochi baby awobiano. Yada say what you su channel way. So what train say the baby I think it's 2 weeks near intimimba online for more usual Sunday dose na embre mo fanche kakra. Say yadi sa aboni we boni kese pa na yadi yesrema mo fanche. But any abanti so who your lives is here the am so share the link. Share the link. Topete no bia nsan kanede. Topete se here no bia nsan kanede. Yada si bebre nchia nkoma mo. In fact, Boga Spanky favorite show. Boga Quissy favorite show. Boga for Krakawan. Mr. Man Bogas needing in Bogas needing. Ah, Boga Amigo, J. Boga Amigo, favorite show. And Drew's way. And Chiaka see him come boy so Mugu Ohio, Medru dia. And yeah, Boga Richmond. It's my favorite show and Drew's way. Street is watching live our Facebook. Yeah, live or TikTok, Instagram. Hey, that be Instagram and you're live or yeah, live or TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Into maybe I bet watch it piano. Now if you also or the samba right there, am I our comment section ho. Yeah, the OBB say yeah, Bible starting it just say yeah, boom, get come on, get and sana the main one no abrew and your topics be the bremo. In fact, I think TGMA will dominate our discussions today. And your discussion no TGMA, Telecel Ghana Music Awards, ebe jinaso ebe topic kese pa nti mesrema yenye sharp. Now if you call phone line so first and speak to Felicia say now Felicia say issue the ATN and about between common has to be around Ora TGMA grounds. Now this issue is because many chatters fear PRO in common earlier in the week or Hits FM. And we brought this to light. Say there were issues with respect to ticketing. Now, when I was doing my backtracking, but ABN and follow sequence in the intimate, forgive me. Me TGMA review no me tremu about the whole process of getting into the event ground, how it was. So first and foremost, baby abe pack a car no State House or pack ya honano na ye check it tickets ho. And yes, almost check it as in say when we need tickets ni be my own room. Wait to my pack ho. But I no pack na no. Ticket I de send a virtual ticket and I say PDF or whatever it is no. E ho na wo scanning no ajo tag. Ansa na oba be drew oba cross kwan no. No asa ba be ram e international conference center Accra international conference center. Na one anti akwa scan tag na ye de ma ono na atwa picture a register atoso. Now many Felicia ba be din komo because ono oje ticket no from car park ono a ye board band no. Odru Accra international conference center ho no. No obi dia scan ya da obi dia twi fatwi keke. Obi de ne de na twi. Enti Sister Philly ede na yi ne kire so no. Na bebe bia na no hunwi ku a picture na aba. Easy. Sister Felicia.
Hello, good evening.
About activate your microphone and say the way I met on ha. Maybe some tone can you.
Hey, my hello.
Minya Sister Felicia signal no. I really need enough maintain because really mommy, me really sound mommy. Yeah. Me really sound. I want to hear her. Because on an issue, very technical. Say what drew her. Or babaye, your scanning. Na obide ne de ekutwe. Sister Philly.
Hello.
Oba pana bibi aboko.
Good evening, me pacho me ho ye na so
Me jina musa Abilaba no. Still strong. Abilaba unsa mpopo. Udi jina Abilebu ayinu mu a ujina musa. Oba pana nyume bibi aredi.
Yemi adombo.
We should not trendy. We should not trendy pa. Na mene a PRO for Charterhouse di nkomo during the week. MIH ochirechire nsem bi mu kakra say we issue ne pop up e wo mu meeting ase. But for the purposes of nkomo epesi edi na anwumre, me pese wo kire me de si pote pa e wo TGM night no. Udru ho no systems afa mu ene last hour de ekopie ma wo ye video de to social media so no. Pacho wo betima run me through anka mani beje pa.
Me pacho you any kind me share etiefo nyina me did so bia ho ye. Enti on the 10th of May na ye TGMA. Enti baby a pack car no. On say previous years ne dey, we do take it ne be grounds honum no ma o mama band no. But said they explaining earlier no. She say omoje band no e wo car park honum no. Na wo twakwan ni mu akoye process na aka no. Enti QR code na me dey kono band no kwa ma nya o.
When ya band no kra.
Debbie.
Enti wo de ani si wo car park o state house o.
Baby I'm pack car na hwa na me san fro car na be fi man twakwan ni mu kra anko no hwa obi.
Nti wan hu a design omo ye o yi ho kra.
Oh, me hu hwe car park na say omo ka say error. It has been used 8 something and I'm so okay.
Wow. Cause I was made to believe say would me free car park o ebe dru ba bia ye twa picture no. There be this kind of twa picture.
Debbie. QR code no cry it has been used already by somebody. Intimate nya ban na de to yensa no.
When they take it in ma.
Hello,
Flea. Why did they take it in ma? When you take it in way what toy? Ana on invitation.
I think it's a complimentary.
A complimentary ticket.
I'm sure.
I was so to me sure man because I wanna issue ni nyina because na mene Robert Edin common Robert Clay PR for Charterhouse no be so chirim say complimentary ticket ni bi wo ho a obi wo to me send money pa be mienu miensa. But a ticket say bia wo ba ho beto e na asi ana say bia academy ana on invitation from a staff ana say obi a Charterhouse no dey send una sad problem na si dia.
Debbie, minimum obi a Charterhouse obi na dey take it ne ma me or dey send me WhatsApp.
Any obi dey atwi.
Take it number 43.
Take it number 43. Patrona on okay, so sponsors no so no more complimentary ticket be so na sponsors ni be there.
Aye.
Na sponsors ni be there.
Patron.
Fantastic. Any that is where issue ni ebia odnipa ko no send ma nipa be mienu ana miensa. Sana ebekọ akoye. But before you go into how it felt on that day no. How many people were virtually there at the time and as asem we AC?
Na me hu blogger bi sika GH me hu sika GH lo jina mechi sika official and na o scan QR code no on say o VIP and e premium o mu na no mo around.
Okay, it is not just a watch ya na issue kese pa.
Oh, I said that issue. Some me no me mani issue. We dey issue bia, we take it into me room to issue be mbiem.
It tries to be avoid this cameras be near the be capture insta.
Enim go ase any fere na me say ma me report to my dey because obi report to me be sere. Ti me ma dey pro.
Philly.
Yes, live.
Went to me and ran inside and to me Musao about it. But what was your expectation for the night to do?
Oh, I was expecting to see marvelous performance from Kim Promise because I was really rooting for him. I suspected he would win in the performance, and I was also going to watch King of the Moment, KTM, the boy, now Kim Paluta's performance, and of course Stonebwoy. I had a lot of expectations because most of the time you call TGM inside. Into this year, go inside. Me enjoy music. Into I had a lot of expectations.
But at the end of the day, who free venue hoko fie no oko hwe TV so to aso ana.
Me free venue woko fie no me ntumi anko hand to aso me be fie na ye ni light. Into me be die.
Oh. But have you had a chance of watching the event again?
I have clips of it.
Okay, and are you impressed so far with the performances that you were expecting? Yeah, Kim Promise.
I am impressed. It was breathtaking. And Kim Promise so I didn't know a young casta to link it. Meaning didn't tell what now I want to know the mystery behind and I wanna know. But I mean night was nice. A time I don't know.
I mean, we saw red carpet, fashion there. Philly Oba Homodin. Na me hwe atade a wa ho fama no afa ho frifie ba no wa dress say ye teten no. Just wa fa ho yie papa just nka red carpet ka de be mo star bia bi. Were you impressed with the videos or pictures that you saw on the red carpet?
I was. Sincerely speaking, I was. Many saw a pa said will be a born home modern corner wardrobe emu the best designer also onky can even see any man because this is a special day for Ghana. I will be a who ye feno. I was impressed. Say year after year, Obia trying to improve on their outfit. It was brilliant. Aside nipa ba kumi nubia or more somebody extra no. Obia also obe presentable be a presentable.
Or more men yes come the extra say mentiase.
Me say aside or more yes somebody extra. Said I know the folks. She no.
Fork on.
Oh, I think he was trying to be creative, but I mean,
I'm picking.
oh, yeah, and not the folk, but the answer obey them. Aha.
Obviously, but I say, and definitely may release our information way, and so at the Akoma, chat house for definitely they also get to see it, and then because it seems a more account of the Omunya, you know. Quite different from the Uche Musisi. They were also of the impression that you were able to get inside, but time our best can in mumna a problem or not knowing say it happened even at the State House.
And then there's some from whom I come here.
At least Kabe who be a red carpet and any design on my way inside no.
Aha, my chop and the mukra.
Oh, Baba Kafrawati.
But that's it.
Next year, baby, but that's a piece of Jim right now needing common.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I did my mouth so that when you come up,
come up.
Hey, I bear for video. Nice.
Say me no Sunday be a me for near dinkomo.
Me jinem. Oba James wacho me hu wache.
Mejai. Me kind Bible passage no say bibia eye huhu de e na me jai.
And it says and no.
Me go ye 6 pack I den enye 7. Onwene ho hwe.
Enye
Bonsam nu mankwa. Felicia me das be very go wachi. Bye. Felicia said I'm in the twitch come a media personality Kambeka Global Media Alliance. Media General. Kambeka Global Media Alliance, we Media General. Oh yeah, a branch Unia. Unia the two have over Chief Felicia will say. Now on any issue no detail because I wanted to get more info on it. Number one. Also Mr. on this connect to na me. I mean to me name komo ye. Muni speak away from na me name komo ye. Naba. Yanko, I say, So udru first checkpoint one, and the first checkpoint is supposed to be the car park. Car park, and it was a software. I work car park, and it me link it with the software. Across the road, na uras Accra International Conference Center. I was thinking na it me esinke, and that is where I thought the issue was. That is how I put the issue towards to TGM in paying for, and I said Chatter House in paying for. That is how I put it to them, not knowing the software car park can also detect say a user. So what about omo mutimi crossover from cap omunya band or car park omo crossover inside ho. I'll try and get a manager for Jmetal. Me try and menya Ninoy so our phone line so na fe me na twem komo ba ko mienu miensa because Jmetal so face similar challenge. Jmetal bedru ho. Ba obedru ho no wantimi enwram. Me pese me hu se ono ni incident no so na e wo car park ho. Ana se okroso ba inside ene esiye. But boja ene yedru no ntima me touch on a couple of stories and sana my resume to me raising Ninoy on the phone lines na fe yakoye anymore. There are issues surrounding TGM, so I'll stay there. Mami starting free. There's an article on Ghana Web that says TGM 2025, Kimpaluta's perceived political affiliation may have influenced voting. AMC portfolio na keka sansen way. Mo for therefore to swear. Many people friend will say, port ni bibi ye adwuma wo na police and DVL. Na me say ade. No say unso say police for che no bi tina obeso hu. Na me say endie me a obusa me hu nti ma mfa number ma na muni ni ndi nkomo because as we dey annoyed in kakra so we can say portfolio ABB adwuma wa hye sa che na che unu za man for dwen sa na pump mapa unu za man for bebre dwen sa na pump mapa tse me di amanfo bebre dwen sa portfolio pump mapa ba me wa say se me ka che o se na pump mpa na pampa mpa onwi pa but police for channel ne brand na ne papa mu a say police for ankasa pe kakra bibi ma no what you say also mo patch die bi e ma no because wa hye na ma e che no agindin pa what the channel free security service mu e dey aba be run entertainment mu ama akona nim pa me say sembo e ma portfolio me sema portfolio asema o kan na me ba be mu kakra na story ne say entertainment pundit and media personality MC Portfolio has suggested that Kimpaluta's failure to win Artist of the Year at the 2025 Telecel Ghana Music Awards (TGMA) may be linked to his perceived political affiliation with the new patriotic party, that is the MPP. Now, speaking in an interview on Onuya FM, MC Portfolio claimed that the Artists Association with the opposition party could have negatively influenced the voting process. He said, and I quote, "I believe the political affiliation people placed on Kimpaluta affected him. It affected him because we saw how MPP adopted Kimpaluta and used him for the regional tour," he said. Now, he went on to explain that voting could be influenced by political biases, especially if someone on the voting board disagrees with the artist's political connection. Now, if someone is on the board, the person could have an issue with you for no reason and can use that to vote against you without even considering your work, he stated. Story goes on to say, according to him, although the award board is expected to be fair and transparent, its members are human and may be swayed by political sentiment. No matter how you think, the board is transparent, they are humans and affiliation will come into play. Therefore, if someone does not agree with your affiliation with a political party, it could affect you, he added. Now, to support his claim, MC Portfolio referenced a statement made by former Deputy Minister of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Marco Krekumante, who is also a respected figure in Ghana's entertainment industry. Now, Krekumante has previously remarked the MPP's use of Kimpaluta's Makoma song during the 2024 campaign may have contributed to the party's loss in the general election. Just recently, our former deputy minister, who is an iconic member of Ghana's music industry, said Kimpaluta's song, which the party used during the campaign, played a part in the party going into opposition. So don't you think if such a person is on the board, he will, how would things play out? MC Portfolio questioned. Well, portfolio na akasa same way. Let me do a quick editorial on it. And I'll start by letting you know the voting quota of a year Telecel Ghana Music Awards. Now, voting quota no you 30% for board, 30 for public, 30 for academy, 40 for public. Initially, it used to be 40 for board, 30 for academy, and 30 for public. Now they've given the ultimate power to the public, and within a populace award scheme. So now, board in na omun rule 50, or me about 20 something. Omun na to buy 30%. Academy, or me 200. Coins be so. Omun na to buy no say 30%. And Ghana for na so to buy 40%. Maybe I talk in Paluta winning awards do saying on the night. Mr. Munyi Imreme. We need 3. Maybe I talk in who category no. High Life Song of the Year. Most Popular Song of the Year. And we need what's the other award? Maybe who other award na count. All the categories that he won. You vote here. So are they na and no they are affected. Maybe so I'm paying for. Obusa for Mibusa. Producers muni mama some so me bubo shemo ase. Me pese me who category bia o win here. Because first one no. First award, you could stage in a quadrille. You could stage for the first award. Nana trying. Okay. I'm in a portfolio in a core stage, quadrille first one. So me patch on me person who categories no. Ninina, sa 3 ninina no. Meaning say most popular song, high life song. And the other one. No, there be we need 3 ankasa. And the 4th one is supposed to they say a candidate. Most popular song, who we need most popular song o producer, we need producer of the year. Inti I know the candidate there. Me person am a point and say sa categories 3 no we need nyina no. Yetwaba. So why didn't the political affiliation affect him in those categories? Me pay for asem na me busa o. Ada na odwan boa me. Ana bia na me bodam. Me modam. Ma adwene mu da ho. Unim the AC or portfolio abrabum CCA. As wakon to kwache ne ama ya hwe wani so on. First blow ne ba ase unhu hwe na stars bi ne nam wani so ne ade mini pa bi sa ye hwe na sum first na ne sa ne nam form okofa bo abeto ye ne sa so say paper na o sa to the say ba chuma ne hwe ne sa say wo de kufi wunya ready for fighting portfolio kufi wo de kufi wunya ready no kra na ewum no ene wo se wo ka kire wo nua kana ho to ne sa wo be ke kansa nsem we bebre ensisi so wo be kan we na ni we nkonete no akoka ba ako na ni foforo enkonete chese oh right bebre o. The truth remains the same, and I said it way back. The reason why he lost in the Artist of the Year category is that there are established artists who were doing more than him. It's simple. It's simple. In the other categories, you can win. Because ebia omo wo ho no obian place premium was a category no so nye hu dede. Maybe you had even the big song automatically connected. But when it comes to the Artist of the Year, sa e hon common enye ize o. Kim promise Hey, yeah, broadcast bulk text message to over 10 million Ghanaians at a go. Bro, why do we, I didn't try a won't trust. Why do we want to lie to ourselves? Bro, categories now, woman, you know, we need. I think say he lost some, meboa. He lost some. But nenye we, my friend is saying, I think he won 3, but he lost like 2 and more, meboa. Because when your nominations, Palutanya Ben 9 or so. But with the artist of the year, I keep telling you that category, ever since Table of Men, ebe be Ghana for any, Emma Yehun say Obi Eseda eye intentional about advocating for that category. It me change bibi no. Jack, from that time, who portfolio nankasa, who be somu eye Stonebwoy there no. You saw how it tilted the narrative towards Stonebwoy. Because that year, one of the biggest songs in the world, Terminator, was from King Promise. But you were able to switch the narrative. And the other works, other metrics, but can't whom I say, no, Stonebwoy in the deserve so be winning. And penny and pass to Stonebwoy win here. And at what point, at what point did PR and campaigning leave the artist of the year category? It has always been part of all the other categories now. But obia ye PR campaigner or yet towards the ultimate one. Did you ever see Tilly talking about friends say King Promise winning any other category? No. PR akese Stonebwoy se vida betna TV so ko UTV and now ba I say beka say Montoma Stonebwoy for reggae dance or song of the year. No. The ultimate. So if you are doing it, it has to be towards the ultimate. And that is where there was a disconnect between the artist and the PR. They were not in sync. PR nabasi CBC political affiliation kahunting artist of the year went to me. How? Bro, let it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. It has no bearing or whatsoever to King Paluta losing out on the artist of the year. King Paluta was virtually sleeping when it comes to that category. He slept or died. And some of us that were able to tell him to wake up. Didn't you see how King Promise was moving? TGMA for a school tour. One who's Okobobi. Man who's Obobi. Some thank you. Then omo ye ne sa season ni mu a one fan one gym anyebi. Omo de be ma King Promise. Debio, King Promise actually came back to Ghana and opted because he wanted to be seen and use that avenue for campaigning. I'm telling you, men are make catcher or make us as a natural saying chat house for one friend on one and then hokoye. Aye Juma, bra, aye Juma, aye campaign. What? How do you people want us to stress on it? Like me and can once a man go see level Benny at Yasi. What is it? Stonebwoy Kobe. I didn't think that Stonebwoy uncle. He did not go. Oh, I'm going my dear dada. Hey, say. Move a rem, mama. He meant it. He that is an op. I said it the last time, say. Memeti ha. And I'm a ball editorial bako. Before even tweeting. This is one thing people do not understand. Before even tweeting, my editorial say artists be on show interest for artists of the year. Remember, BM video no ha. Video no what channel we are so. If you think I'm lying, go on to this channel and go and watch it. Before even tweeting, Kimpaluta didn't bo beje sa asem na fry no. Na medika can weeks ago. Me bokwaku smoke din wa ha say weeks ago. Go. And me te wa na me phone de kren me ko fire. King promise. No si DJ Mahwe. Mahwe wo editorial no. Me pese me catch also officially me interested. Weeks ago. Oh Lord. Ken Hassan Yakubu was your here free London. Ken Hassan, Namishawati, share the link. Charlie, I didn't know by ya. Yeah. Na member now be fast story be political affiliation. Mama can show these two political parties before heading into every election on behalf of 5 million votes the whole. Obia of 5 million votes the whole. It will party say Kim your friend say MPP for any na your margin say what the friend say NDC for na win say on na doso no problem. But MPP for omodo paluta for mounting their stage. Omo your margin say nko mu nyina beto ama paluta. We are sure say nka on win. Ah man. I say MPP for Bibi Bibi ya abatu bi a won abemabu MPP monye mo bre but it will be try edge why 2045 sa na be mama nka no kure wo mu nkyerɛ se wante adwuma na se a wo be yes a wo de be wada sa na fe wasɛm na ye tintintin ase ekuro bi kwan no tintintin case ni say menka atebubufu asem atebubufu in the building menka am asem menka am asem ye adwuma no the political affiliation whatsoever ehun hia because whatever Paluta did under that season or the oyema NDC or yebima oyema MPP or yebima NDC wankobo jobro enye ho no ne Fantana gina stage esa na no man ka ho ada na no de mu nka ho asem. It has nothing to do with the political bit. It has everything whatsoever to do with the requirements of the job. Requirements of the job, and say if you want to be in that category, step out and campaign. That is it. Okay, now I can promise no winning or no so or NDC niana. Portfolio, make it make sense. More fra portfolio online so ni enke ka adwenkyere no. Unti metum futurungu ya niwa hawo yego. Enkrabia anyhow. More fra portfolio fan to line so. Non cheche ni nsem yi. Story na e kan no. Ni tini ne nan nyina mi hu. Wa lusu ya lusu den. Na artist no man hu ni ye. Wan kan try ma for so omonto aba. Because in between your friend say portfolio and Kimpaluta. Why they will follow SKC? Kimpaluta. Enti Kimpaluta kasa ebe kwa chire more chain portfolio. Eno na one person still no be jedi. Port na an woni mbom person obeka because asem we no che say wa obeka bia no. Me hu another story. Our person chim say still Kimpaluta is the people's friend say. Yeah, people's artist of the year. Is that and I know plaque and one at the moment. Plaque one at the moment. We are I told the name Kimpaluta is still the people's artist of the year. I know if we no sounds and say no go fast I didn't free. Massive shouts going out to George Britain or her live on YouTube. Big ups to you, George. Revolve Plus team Nina. Big ups to you. Mo ye adwuma kese pa. Nyame shram. Case ni ye simple. G2 ne ka no kre no. Na afi mo am ho ye mo kwotena table no ho na afi table no mu di nkomo ho a mo ma no kre so na di o table no ho. Hwan na tin ye? No obi anye ne mfum so ntum. Na afi mo mra back harder. Bamo de san same way bibem ana seat do saying na MPP for win here. Let's look. They although omulusu bebre there, but they are still in power. They have some of their MPs in power. So trying to draw that line, no, towing that line is, I had to say who towed the line of, say, a friend is saying, who towed tribal line, as a woman, as anti-4 and Bambetona, similar to that. It's not healthy. Portfolio. She. The amount. Yanko anymore, Boja Emre Nedruno. If any physical and a more professional digital way. Because in Sensimbi or what say I'm Henny and Kahua Sama Yabema energy nako form. Producer as minina saliso. Davi mami munja kakra and san mako saliso. Sali, my texting is here or you're ready aba. Maminjina Pella, so Pella. Any Stonebwoy in sense means so highway no so. Producer Abwa Hua. Pella ni Stonebwoy in sense be or highway no so. Na me hu ye no na emu rem kakra. Se asuko no mano. Wo sa tumi no wo sa guts no. Se obeke kan sa ansem bi anu eden sa no by as a result of say on Mr. P. Mr. P, 1/2 of a year P square. Into a rude boy, and a Mr. P. Now Mr. P, any Stonebwoy, I know. And you know the producer made the videos, no. At to see a man, Peso, Nanuka, the two see a remember 2 4. I heard on the copyright and Rabbi Soil combat. Anyway, Jose. I'm going to YouTube now. The video is amazing. I don't know lie. I mean, the song is dope, and they have equally dope visuals to it. Now, my only issue was Mete Marvin Gaye sample on you, but I believe so clear. Mete sexual healing sample on you, but I believe so clear. Oma clear inti so omo clear dia any nyame adaroma. But producer, for the purposes of this discussion, so when your video ne dia me person odi tum na fi ya analyzing 1 or 2 asema Pella any Mr. P tenase okan was this Stonebwoy ene na ekon was this Stonebwoy is fighting me na me person T so why ready a mama signal me jemu na me dia amount. So yes, answer na because content no annoyed or say. Pella has claimed, and he's a Nigerian content creator, he has claimed that Ghanaian dancehall artist Stonebwoy is not on good terms with him. Now during a live video session with Rude Boy, no, this is not Rude Boy. Mr. P, 1/2 of the Nigerian music duo P Square, the two were discussing Rude Boy's new song which features Stonebwoy, and in the course of conversation, Rude Boy asked Pella if he knew Stonebwoy. Pella responded, Stonebwoy is fighting me. Stonebwoy nene kuone na yere so. According to Pella, his first interaction with Stonebwoy happened during a TikTok live stream. During that session, Pella mentioned that he asked Stonebwoy to fly him to Ghana. However, Stonebwoy informed him that he was in the United States for a show at the time, and then Pella asked if Stonebwoy could instead fly him to the US in a private jet, but Stonebwoy replied that it was already too late. I first interacted with him on TikTok live stream where I told him I wanted him to bring me to Ghana, but he said he was in America for a show. Then I asked him to fly me there in a private jet, but he said it was too late, Pella explained. Pella further revealed that since Stonebwoy couldn't bring him to Ghana, he reached out to Shatawale, who agreed and eventually brought him over. I then messaged Shatawale to bring me to Ghana, and he did, he said. After hearing the story, Rude Boy offered his perspective, helping Mr. P, forgive me, story in the sound of my I'm referring to Rude Boy, but Mr. P. Mr. P offered his perspective, helping Pella understand what might be behind the alleged tension. He explained that a long-standing rivalry between Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale fan base could be the cause of the misunderstanding. Now, I know where this problem is coming from. I know there's that rivalry between them. They are not on good terms, Mr. P noted. Pella, upon hearing this, compared the situation to fan rivalry between Nigeria's music star Davido and Wizkid. Well, maybe see it as some kind, but because he did something in the end. And I make sure I'm the editorial kitwebi. Infant because for Pella to wade into this type of conversation, how do I put it? Because he's a young boy, but I can't say Jesse. Who Jesse India waba until I was said he won't be as yes yet me catch up. For him to wade into this beef, no, why are ready for baby a pese kubia. Enkomo we nyen enkomo. Enkomo we enye Pella enkomo. Stonebwoy is fighting him say me no or the shatter den bag na what is Stonebwoy aka no wasem. Me ba police amba. What is Stonebwoy apart from that time I know we be okoye UK show now or US show no. What is Stonebwoy aka Pella ho asem da? So where from Stonebwoy is fighting me? Where is it from? So I don't follow necessarily. Were they following each other in the first place? Do you have evidence to that? Yeah, well, evidence to that say now Stonebwoy follow no. And I won't follow no. And no, because see, as some say come near and find evidence and come where be able to remove kwa. Who say, you sure say, do you have evidence to that? Exactly. If you do not, then Ubeka Samuel Nafe work with a third person. Because a live stream now, what tells Stonebwoy Assem with respect to Pella? Also, he did not even know who he was. No, Nimnumpo. Yo, sometimes they are not yet me blow near maybe out of problem. And I mean him say I rivalry into know. Sometimes we create some of these news say they are giving the day. But let's also not forget say you be so adwuma you be livelihood so. Into as much as say per se DG and you know me hu how I bit my hwehwe nkomo no yi so na protect bi so kakra. Because enye nsem nyina na ye betena ase I nim about artists be a yebeka. You try as much as possible say ye DG and you know near say protect you almost one way or the other. 77 prend as say nim artists be a your friends say right after TGMA the excuse me by but later no more die more ye bit ma provide the evidence near nyina but ehun hia. It is as much as we want to make entertainment out of it, you know, let's also try to shape the narrative a little bit and shield people because it's also their source of livelihood. Now can one pass su konoma we out in Nigeria a bit me about if not for fan rivalry, yaman aye time e wo kuruma say I mean toxic environment that we've created around fan bases, you know. And yes, anka su konoma we dey nko no ko ba be feed into this conversation aye dey. Ego no say be no me so dey boss ade no bo video no producer fatum sisi ene hwe na fe me bra me gina no so.
He's fighting me.
Why Stonebwoy?
I don't know. I'm going so Ghana. I miss. I first see him on the live stream. Me and Stonebwoy on TikTok live stream. So we talk. Say I want make bring me to Ghana. So he to say the America for a show. And I say Stonebwoy, take me to America. Take me come America with private jets. Because say it's late, something like that.
Make him pay private jet for you. You be thief. Why go pay private jet for you? For
no be to pay for me. Oh.
For pay for who? Making himself.
No, for me and my colleague.
Then pay for private jet for you. Say you be. You know how much you be?
No, if they want use woman, do 15. They go rent the private jets. Do the 15.
So I'm a victim.
Victim, like girls dancing.
Vixen.
Vixen, yes. If they want, they will rent them. So to rent for me, no be problem. Like.
To rent for you to fly, the rent for music video, they different for rent to fly.
Ah, if I get there, we will make the amount of the private jets in $15,000.
To where?
To
America.
the day where I go Singapore. Say that Singapore we go.
Oh, private jet. So
but I don't know how much the rent.
From here to Abuja is about $15,000, $17,000, even $20,000. From here.
How much?
Then for here to Singapore.
For me, so Abuja is how much that?
I just got back, yes.
How much? When I search it on my Google said to rent private jet is $15,000.
To where? Singapore.
You did not tell me where. You shall say rent. Maybe we don't rent them now. We get them. We fly go anywhere.
No. From here to Singapore. From here to Singapore, you spend probably $350,000.
$350,000 for a private jet.
And now, you know,
I want a private jet by itself.
Well, if you get about 1 point something, yeah, normal. Something million.
So I can't tell you, say that one don't even fly away. We know. See, I feel swear for him. See time when they come, when is supposed to snap me and square this money. You are a good person. The way you are free, you are a him. H-I-M. Himself. Now one person matter. Yeah. So me and Stonebwoy we can't talk. Say I won't meet you or something like that. So Shatawale, I can't go tell Shatawale. Say may bring me to Ghana. Shatawale now bring me to Ghana.
Okay. Now I know where this problem they come from.
Where's it coming from, sir?
Okay. So I discover say Shatawale people.
Yeah.
They attack him for my song.
For your song?
For this song what we just do.
Why?
And they attack him.
Say no sweet.
No.
Something will sharp die like this.
No. I'm not say it does. I can feel that you know that rivalry. Say they know they in good times. So now what you talking about already?
They are doing the video and whiskey too for there.
They might be doing it.
When I get there, if you see Shatawale people, they do me like kings. They do me. Shatawale, God bless you. I love you.
Oh, you know Stonebwoy?
I brought NFD into that energy. So be a microphone to me in Afi. My money won't stand. Say a twaso na ye industry ni say I mean we open our borders to artists, to other artists and other nationals to also feed into it. And the rivalry between these two there, as it stands now, minim the ebe to me a year free hop minim the ebe to me a year or mumienu and sense them the free hop. Ay. Man krama no ye pa and some mechanic. And Ghana and Niger problem business problem be see and them they see you are giving you see. The boy was Unim say Oben and Osaka say Shatawale I love you na Osabesa high po shata. What Can I say Yakubu was Islam? I think Pella was just joking. Don't take him serious. Maybe see me can't want him because me can't want him. You know, but it's bad. Let's just say what the boy did. I do not support it because Stonebwoy any problem. If you found favor and if you found friendship in Shatawale, enjoy that friendship. I mean, Oba Shatta treat you nice. What you say from airport, or Masami Bamo Befao, a free airport. I mean, he treated you nice. Enjoy it. But do not drag or don't feed into that energy. Don't feed into that rivalry. I mean, you're young. I mean, you could have used that platform as well to preach peace and have it be sad, but me twaso and some American. Then cry na kofa sanko. So on Mr. Pete, when Mr. P came about in the latest video, me so for video no sample ke to bitum and take off the sun and sun on my so it's a beautiful project that they've done. And our case mini Stonebwoy na ye na onim Stonebwoy no si Stonebwoy na eku. Stonebwoy so ne won ko ye. Exactly, he's just feeding into the news. And that is wrong. See, Stonebwoy is fighting him. For what? Now Pella then Stonebwoy no babeko. Say they. Say. And people were saying, no, okay, so Obaha. Same way. Let me start by saying, not even the biggest record labels in the world knows how to make a hit song. Universal Music, Wine Music, Columbia Records, Wine Records, Omukromu nim the secret or the formula for a hit song. What the content creator can do for you is to tell people or let people know that you have a project. As to say, you never hit it there. Or no, Pella, we need to me be also. So let's stop acting as if he wields a magic wand, the beer, with me man, he has following and they like his content. And one on two transfer, no catch where you sue platform, na catch you as say, me material be OC and I'm project be OC. When you nyame. When you nyame. And that hype around it, so by on this Saturday, SM4 Moasi. Oba ni onyon ni Satan nenam. Satan yon be na wa kura mu sesi ya amanako ayi. Enye already hit song ayi banguda de ni ayi na ode kosa. Enyum nso abulawi. Rough be no. Kwa na nunti we be nam kroma sia be kan kwa asem sa. Uni obi ani uni asem. Wa ba be wa project. We akwe. This Stonebwoy is fighting me for what reason? Next time one say, Oba Stonebwoy aside, Oba Beka say, Shatawale is also fighting me. And I go in an adrenaline. We be using adrenaline, I be tafria. Meboa. Funny Jimmy Frionko. Yanko Bojaye. Real quick, respectively. Because I say, be a never so kruma. Now then I was Stonebwoy no back. No, couldn't. One ko dem. Then pan on this Stonebwoy ne ko ho. Go uni din change Stonebwoy. Wo then no pre wo ho. Yes so kwase asem so okruma too much. Kwase asem bia na so. Stonebwoy and Vino. Or every way then or what? Or every. In the grand scheme of things, maybe in the territory, so I don't know the power that he has in his territory. But if we are talking about influencers, I'll me commanding him. I'll rather fuck with Dorsey than this guy. Dorsey will be your team commanding. Gipa bed ya also amumra mediga. Hey. Masa online numbers no yeto. Eanam refi. Says they see betimi abodja gum see ama numbers na afro. Yeto it can be bought. The physical ones that we see, anu tin e ka se pay influencer e po bi otimity from no commanding numbers. Si asem se akwa na yeso so. Mama me yeso so nkwasi afo bi su mo mu mbegidi onu ni ntokwa by force who feed the online beef. Enu nti Mr. P ne ayiye enyomre to wa hu amanfo a etwotwo nkwasi asem wase. Se SM for no ma how oh Charlie. Hey. Ebeche Ebeche papa. You better try by ebeche. Share the link in Yanko and him. A jet beat. Was it I did my time was now what to data baby me as I did that time there's now Jimmy. Who do you seek out? Yeah. But I am for a community and seven from Nafi, make a phone line so many a year. Minuaba Saliman Eba Boncomo. Jmetal I hint say NCBA a year TGM in Obe Film. But I who's our story. Hey, Jmetal say NCBA say TGM in Obe Film, no, and yes, a beer lie beer, but I say, and yes, who knows what Bruce scheme no so. But let me put it that way. Said there be a man phone could trust our part to inquire agenda will be. But I saw just yes or Bruce scheme no so. But or her said the scheme no echo any who near man equa. Ebia no enya ho ahoden anto asunti. Enchebia Joe Brad say obe free system nim. It's one of the stories I wore Ghana Web. And big ups to the team inside Ghana Web so. Brad Joe say enchebia but the name be good form no sorry free because I didn't know it. My main kind story no said they be Ghana for betia. So Ghanaian gospel musician Jmetal has hinted that he may no longer participate in future nomination at the Telesale Ghana Music Awards. The catch said this weekend here awards nonsense and now speaking in an interview on TV3 on May 16, 2025, the Kado shit maker clarified that his decision is not driven by a sense of superiority over the scheme, but rather by the demands and expectations that come with being part of the awards. Now, he said, and I quote, "I think I do have intention to retire from the awards. For the past 3 or 4 years, I wanted to take a step back from the awards, and it's not because I think I've outgrown them. No, it's not that." Jmetal noted that being involved in the award requires significant effort, especially when the artist is nominated and expected to campaign or promote their nomination. He said, there are things the awards require that sometimes you are not able to do because once you are nominated, you need to push it, and sometimes there's a lot going on, he stated. Now, he added that while the public may sometimes perceive artists who do not actively promote their nominations as arrogant, that is often a misunderstanding. And he made myself no okay. Asem na me kan ye no. Afre na Jmetal opeso adi nyansa kwan bi so a reply but me until story said the kwan eko no. Said the story ne ko no. Sometimes you get to a point where there's so much happening around you that you can't fully commit to the requirement. And in the media, they might think you are acting big, but that's not the case. Most of those are assumptions, he explained. The Owani singer further shared that an artist's career goes through different seasons, and there are times when one's focus naturally shifts, making full participation in awards-related activities challenging. Now, he said that there are seasons, a time comes when you realize that you can't commit to awards like you used to. But it's not because you've outgrown them, he added. Now, despite his reflection on stepping back, Jmetal has successfully had a successful night at the 2025 Telesale Ghana Music Awards, taking home 2 awards. That is the Best Gospel Artist of the Year and the Best Male Vocalist of the Year with the song Obo Awan Oba. Obo Awan Oba. Nim said the meaning it here, but mo amutie gospel no. Me show some new. SDA for mutie is that type of gospel no. A language on. Ba what da? SDA for so as I ana mumpe that type of gospel no. Money or more problem ana. Mo me hu because I see me. Oh man. I see me. I think I understand Joe to a certain level, Metenase, because he was one of the reasons why I made my post. No kahun. In Crawford, Artist of the Year, Omanya campaign, kete kra, Jmetal no count. 0. zero. Ono kra de ono say we need 2 hours on the night. Eshimeche ha Jmetal fa plaque ne bra. Fabra. Eshimio ono ni timiternity a omu we need bi. Aburati. Ha, timiternity we need 2 hours say. And ono so we need 2. Sheme. Fabra, nyodia. Male vocalist of the year now say the easy. Obi plaque ni si with them Fabra, ote, Joe, ote. Me bow ra fi wa. Me fa fufro cross account. Enya ne dia. He did not show interest because ono the 0 post o. Ono dey as a Facebook baku o post to baku pe bi no Facebook. Jmetal baku pe bi no post to Facebook. Eno ano no. One post to BM. Opa, mumye Jmetal Instagram na mfa nto so sesi. Muwi a mumye friend say Twitter crowd ejai. Ene men ko okra. No no akasa Twitter no nko. Onko mpo no akotwiro bibi kra to. Brain bi Instagram ni Facebook na hwese Jmetal post to bibi about Ghana Music Awards. My issue still remains the same, that there are 3 stakeholders in any award scheme. That is the organizing body, the artist to hear you so among your awards, and the general public. Sani patri way in a kabum, sa award be big, I enviable. Sani patri way, I also holding the award in high esteem. I was a public and ankasa pay awards, no, a money jim artists here nominate you be a mohuano. I was an artist na kasa so oji award no so place premium on it. And I was organizers no so making sure say award na credible. Now if these 3 things come into being and on award be to say Grammy you placing on a high pedestal. Award be to say award show be to say a friend say BET you placing on a high pedestal. Na Kenya asema anka TV station ya award e me ye ko fa the person asese. A TV station BET a TV. Enya bibia ya hu de a TV station munimu a me ka kire mu. Black Entertainment Television a TV station award. Any 3 Music TV got difference bi ani. Ade na no de mo value no. Na 3 Music TV de mo value. And yet stakeholders no anyhow omo be ye o madwen say omo be support to award no. Eno na be man aduru sa level no. Na wo artist no mposu wan na mposu. Okwaji eno ba won say ndi ode abeto o we need e won so ode abeto ha nyam betua amka betua oka Jmetal nyam betua oka anti obetua nka o we need dia abeba be fato hey Jesus I na the wali picture na to bye e bro me so a send the bro me so na the wali picture na to because Bonnie Ben oh, we need the ones who are supposed to. Okay, what is even wrong with telling the world? Because you have following. What is wrong with telling the world? Say, your award should be Ghana. What the yenye kran or catch from say your award should be Ghana. But when you release a song, you want Ghanaians to support you. But tell us Ghana Music Awards, Gina Shemini TG, Gina ya Ghana. Gina nye ganja. Gina nye gogwami. Enye gobe. Gina ya Ghana. Inti unyom dia Ghana for support ba award show na nso ya Ghana for dia ndia usi debi. Ye ready. Kwa. Ha, bibini time bibini. Bibini time bibini o. Bibini peso okuni nua bibini. Bibini peso okuni nua bibini sisi ame no kase. Who releasing you there support your own. But when it comes to award scheme, you are saying, but what is it? I don't really get it. What about this competitive nature? If you are nominated in a gospel category, all that is saying is that the year under review, over 10 million gospel songs that were released, okay, 7 who are muye brutal. That alone is a win, bro. Share. We're supposed to na okobo show bi ha songs of the spirit. Mo de mo hwe de Jmetal post to ye. Exalt, Mother's Day. And there be I wasn't there so we ni me pesa conform pa time and I was ne koso. One post to be bia amfa ho. We ye Jmetal Instagram. One post to be bia amfa ho. O we ni ne de. Wa faster ne kurasi. Mama mo ye me nyesa. Mo kura de nka wo ye nyame nipa. Wo ye nyame nipa. Wo Jmetal wo de nka wo ye nyame nipa. En ye nya de sa. Wo release nyuma a wo se Ghana for mo a na Ghana for nso ye program de ane ye ndog. Enya fine. Ye nya de ya sa. Ko we nso so ayi timiternity omo de Jesus. Timiternity on. Timiternity there unim. They said that they did not even want to be part of the award scheme. Na me information na me kura no. Information na me kura. Na ye me wan say charter house for mo tena mu kura bedru sa amre no. Charter house for mo tena mu e mo say timi winning award. Timiternity. See a wiasefo program. That's what they said. Information they crime no. I allege. So I'm disprove sa fact. I'm say a wiasefo program. Now Latte TV you say I get you now slim. Bro, I've been saying this. Timiternity no be omo no. Yesu me da say. Family friend, afi mo hwe say timiternity o mu post one cry for ho a. Paluta de no nka ho, onu de no nka ma asem no onu ni de na different. So on the at least na portfolio ka bi ma no. Nti onu de na ye say onu ankasa get involved. E na obehwiri de ne bo beje ye. Hwe, o ma post hwe. Timiternity. Mu release nyom ma Ghana for so mu say. Ubeduma dum na brew. Mu release nyom Ghana for na de yemi wo sa mo kura de mu hwi Ghana ni kura sa nyom aye mi defe mu hwi Ghana what Jesus young I'm in trouble for wali to why for wali to my bread then kwa say a wiasefo program until you don't want to be a part of it. When we dey know say ni see more ticket cry, when we ni see more ticket, pa more free all. Then na gospel for yi yes gospel free omu feature if obiem mu ni secular form hey na yesu no ne ayi ne papa ni nyankopon no onu yesu no ne papa ni nyankopon no yesu ane papa ni nyankopon no onu kura ba no se wa ma atene ne fo obo ma o ma yira moda ne mu deputy Jesus na motiti krom ha Yesu ni wa mo na mo ye omo ayi onu ne popi or on a poppy number. Yes, you know, or Yakupon number, physical with my friends is here one time. Boom, not them, phone so. On the better chat is here. On no crank aside you. Wemu na mo me bo tweet wem sankofo wemu. Me say ye BET ena tinitani nya ya. Kombe kase e wiase dia. Kombe na me de next sangofu me campaign etia omo sa me campaign etia omo timiternity ne aye friends Jmetal ene kwaku smoke last hour na me hu so be post tu ba ko bi last hour na kwaku smoke be post tu ba fa kwaku smoke kra so to so ono so me kono so fa kwaku smoke to so fa kwaku smoke so to so sa fe se mate ase ma hu ba bia me free ba Fakwa smoke to so. Last hour on Twitter, last hour be na me so be post to ba ko bi. When we near, no asa akwa say asem no an no free Kumasi nti, eno an no ye say nti, eno ye so an den kwa, den. Meanwhile, that about nani break Gregory. Or far no campaign or far no you say or far no you say but don't win. Better on winning. Or yeah, who's or the attract pictures? What then on so can we need you also the attract pictures are finishing. Go smoke. Meanwhile, you stand a chance of winning the thing big, hands down, straight away. Obia ni nominating for Artist of the Year could have won. Obia nominating Bia could have won. All they needed to do was to campaign, rally, get your numbers right. And no. Yeah, can say yes, I deal with ya Brian Didi Watem. Main kind messages nibi wati. Kena san Yakubu mehu. Now Latte TV or say I get you now slim. Emmanuel Foku or say are they living in heaven? Busa bi. Gospel fund they say there. Ombo nyuma atene for na antie. Why? Mo ba mo amuntie mo ade. Say Yesu beba Yesu ma mo amulai. And at the end of the day Yesu ba no ka say enye sum we na ye me sum na eye Hindu for sum na ye me sum a. Se mo sum be hu manim that day no be hu manim ho. Abrabona e bon e bet na atwa ye twa my bet o. Because now ni ho Yesu ankyere wo sum no. Wankyere wo. Obai no bi na ka kyere wo. E na anya asu information kakra e hu ne say information e travel from nipa ba akoko nipa mienu a e ko third person e be sesa. Enti sebe nkwasiafo bebre wo ho a mo say slim ada na akofro obviously slim ada na akofro stage wo say Kempalut and deserve award. We akwase api. Mame for me tweet ne kope me tweet ne fa to so biem. Me say the artist of the year category. But information till your kind no sebe e tesi nani so nti wan kan ante ase. Otan ase nipa akoma mu ma wan kan ante ase. Me say the artist of the year category, not the best hip life song, not the best high life song, not the best high life artist, not the best hip life artist. The artist of the year. Nipa ante ase information eko na echia sa. Information na chia sa anti kwapia obi e na yi so atebubu no obi asa atwro your friend say story for fraud. DJ Slim says Kempalut doesn't deserve any award. Okay. So why were you on the stage if you say I mean kind messages ni bi why for all it to so mama all the men na na issue Big bunch, or say, it's disrespectful for artists not posting flyers or campaigning for the public for votes, considering it being a popular scheme. Extremely disrespectful. Now, sometimes if you want to take it a step ahead, you're unpatriotic. It is highly unpatriotic. It's equivalent to saying that you are not going to buy made in Ghana product. It is equivalent. There is no difference between, say, post to your nomination or campaigning for vote. It's equivalent to, say, okay, made in Ghana goods and yet. Exactly. It's equivalent. But my main kind messages no more. Quissy Riley or Sislim, calm down. My two boys you put you. Then then who say in same baby or me minutes me kind. On what to us was a times and season they lobbied the academy. As to lobbying is also part of campaigning, you know. So let's not get it wrong. I was saying lobby. Lobby. Yeah, I said a portfolio of phone. No offering. Wakope Academy na members in numbers na. Or from paying for me church mu matise say inabo na patro mu to mark in paluta. Or ye Juma PR or ye Juma or ye there also ye underground or lobby. Say be fa say mfa no so another campaign altogether but yenko anim. Big Bunty say there should be an MOU between the artists and the organizers before nomination can go through. It's a little bit tricky on that level. Kojo Boate NGH or say, Chese Bibini Padi, Bibini Ansemo, bra, Meso catch Brunia, on Jinni. And I make catch who catch Brunis is here on Jinni. Life of male ferocity smoke too collecting. Now, smoke, me say, Kwaku smoke on January. And they are name yo. Hey, the good deeds of men. Ye tron where you so in so. But the bad deeds, ye tron or brass so. Said ye be ya MP pada. As a January, in inform fisa me try hit FM. Eka say, Kwaku Smoke needs to be in the Artist of the Year category. Right after witnessing what he did in December. Me see, yeah no, Kwaku Smoke e was all bem. Me can or radio so even listeners ne cry free esupa me listeners no callers free or radio so na DJ Slim sembe na akeka ho no we okay bra nsama mo keka kire me pa. But I was saying the truth because the young man worked extremely hard, bro. Ejuma Kwaku Smoke last year on so sa wabo. Bra, hey, forget to be here. Me say omo mabo shows, omo mubo shows. Last year, December nim, Kempaluta, Kwaku Smoke, omo mienu. Na omo nya date, mpu unya date. Ewa omo yi ofra omo unya date. December, January see and I'm say. Kwaku Smoke for Artist of the Year. Put that young boy into that category. Mama Kwaku Smoke Emrasa category. Put him in the Artist of the Year category. He needs to be in there. I've been advocating for this young man from that time. Only to see. Say Abranti and post crowd when ye. On post to fly and na. Oni tili kura konya asem no kura na essay conversation no kura oni tili nya asem no en kura de obetu na num to say you know be say that I was we they want. So I wasn't even expecting to see him. Unim say na Kwaku Smoke akonya so na mete no ewo yi ho. I was sitting on the Kwaku Smoke seat ewo TGME. That is why I mention onu so we win best hip hop rap performance no. Anything I'm sorry ko stage because I knew he wasn't there. No car park. Now, when I was a team, now be park or a car park. But I was sitting on the seat. Hey, you say me na meet my can. Oh, we need a one. Ah, Kwaku Jesus. Kwaku Jesus. Hey. Gangsters, mummy, whom you? Gangsters, whom you? So, person 2 video be ball. Person 2 video be ball. Man for no chase or TikTok. You call live says what TikTok. Kwaku Jesus. It's Kwaku Jesus in Tiadi party open and you can't you oh everybody. PR crowd on Fabi. And our gangster requirement in different now. So man twa so a my main kind messages in na edoso big bunch say Slim, this topic the obi abete ne dwe wo air. Life of Milfred say Slim, you are right 100%. Scabo Trends say more fire. Certainly UK say more fire DJ me da seminia. Bunch of baby on say I think the organizers should only have 20% say in the awards and leave the 80% for the public. Let's see how they won't campaign. That's also a point. Kwajo Boatinji does it be need the Yesu ata ne niase sa meanwhile they are not living a righteous life either and say munusa bra ya kemu asem kirewa on. Slim Ghanaian artists are so full of themselves, they only treat their stuff and they jade them an eye like nobody exists. See what Blacko take do the Washing Bay promoter, Charlie. As our boy knows so. Your friends are announced. Now, Betty artists as you. Other boy not releasing you, man. And our boy need here hype be at the ABB. Hype with the video share no. Wa hype Blacko sa Blacko. Mo beti ase encho. Me se niam a opanyini etenase a ohu no. Akora betima akofro mountain afajato. Akogina na pampam pa still ohu. Nti sensem bi wo ho a ye ka kire mu na. Ensem bi wo ho na me ka kire mu na. Enye se bia menum kekame ena me titi na 20 years experience in this business and niema mehu relationship dodo am building with artists the ejina ne de nyina metima ka kire o de ekoso wo madwenim from anopa besi anwumre Punchline analyzer. I was seriously, I wasn't expecting Kwaku Smoke to even take pictures with the award. He was doing a guy. Charlie, hey, award. I'm ready. You are leaving a legacy. And that legacy can only be authenticated with an award. So you can be the dopest rapper. Art a perspective. Enti obi say boy we hair or terapo, but obi so say hair boy we what terapo, we so say hair or terapo. Obi a canidio. But the be authenticating in the plaque ni see TV so you share the shelf mu. So we are dying. It comes into question. So you can decide say on fan cry so then you leave it. And oh sorry free one altogether. You get it. But when you act as if I'm ready. As a mempe. And I know one him say Omunrini. I am telling you that the year under review, one of the artists that was close to winning the TGMA Artist of the Year was Kimpaluta. He stood a bigger chance of breaking Kontihini record of winning the most popular song of the year and the artist of the year, it was only Paluta who stood the chance of doing that. The NT and Kwaku Smoke Intiminius and say Kwaku Smoke did not have a popular song and a BT Aseda. And the year under review, Aseda, all the songs that were released, Aseda nay strong. Until the Jumaki to be can one pum, Messenka by Nanki, Yanka weekend in Kia, Tunsu, a Chisuruku in Dende, Kia from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Kia Jinamusa, gidi watunsu. By Nanka Sakra, Ekra, guest three. Nanetra Tremotahine, Alfonso Davis. Any Jemre. Any Jemre. My main kind messages in a dorsal. Now, like TV or Slim, I have subscribed as a token of my support. Nyamisha, what I say. What about online? I'm sure subscribe. Now, if you ain't Godfred, I'm Medegbe. He's saying DJ Slim. In fact, some of the artists in Ghana hate Stonebwoy because of the hard work he's doing. And also a whole. And also a whole. DJ Slim, you for treat this topical. If some secret day, then we chill. Cause we make them the celebrity. Just retweet, make my post, make I feel involved. Keke. Me come want some tremor. Me can't artist want some tremor. Boga Spanky, me chacha baby, I will be a Boga Spanky Philly show. No. Certainly, you can see your kind of honesty and accountability is rare. Props to you for keeping it real, bro. Anything that they be a signing out time, see, keep it real. Most importantly, keep it real because the street is always. Because when Timmy and Kano Krena, that could be few who was a dear natural. Urebe few who natural. Bosi Yakobusa was wako can some fufro because I didn't know real. I didn't know they buy nanya real. Eh, Boss Remuka. Unim Kim promise a we need or by interview. Person me bo me Kim promise interview no ewo hit FM. Person me
Stonebwoy has congratulated you. Have you seen it?
I've been told of it.
Make her read them.
I have actually been told of it.
Have you responded?
I know pay me in court Twitter, sir.
I think it was early in the morning yesterday.
Was yesterday?
Yeah, congratulations. I'm Kim Promise on your win and on your.
I was waiting for this. I told
into the league.
I told Gomi. I was like, bro, I feel like you're gonna ask me this question about.
Oh yeah, you know he's gonna pop up
into the league.
Early this morning, I told them we should wait for you to come so we can ask you.
I don't think it's a big deal, I really don't think it's a big deal.
To respond?
Not about even responding, but because I have responded to a few. You know what I mean? Like the ones I saw when I went on the app, I responded to everyone. But I just haven't been on the app today. But obviously they were telling me about it. I'm like, moon cool it down. Like it's not even a big deal. Like I've received the congrats. So
you're gonna respond?
I've received the congrats. I don't want to talk about it. I don't really think it's like anything to speak about.
This.
Or I said them yeah anymore ending. Because I'm China can promise I say I'm back together as a collective, as in the artist fraternity. If they don't come together as a collective, getting to the top, as in being in the center of conversation in Africa, and I say being inside Nigeria for a giants. Filling these big venues and all that will forever be a mirage. He said that right after say Stonebwoy congratulatory message, but I'm not going to dive into it. But you lead by example. You understand? Do I accept to say last year or congratulate you Stonebwoy Enfino? Do I accept it? No, I don't accept it. I think Stonebwoy did not do well last year. Whether there was disrespect involved and all that. And yes, there was serious disrespect in the run-up to Adieno. There was serious disrespect from a fear or domineer there was serious disrespect. I mean, let's not lie to ourselves. This year, running up to the same year I was scheme. Yes, people stepped on people's toes. But we lead by example. Fanya maybe two. Famibra walitus. You lead by example. And leading by example requires say, number one. Adia nipa ne de ye wa anye wo de no. Menye de, menfa bi nye de, enye no. Netre no say you are matured than or no. Eno ano no. Eno ano no promise. Adia we die. You had the opportunity of bringing Stone together to you, I mean, mending some issues, but you chose the other. As to the real issue, I do not have information about, so I can't comment on it. But baby, I may jina any me say he played right into your hands. There's an article that I've seen from Killbeat is also person say the congratulatory message was more like a shade than to congratulate him. Maybe any say a passum dria. Ochi unu ya ede eben o. So ochi no ama na ze bibi kuram ko ready kuram nete sa ahoma no na afi unu anya unu. Because yenyi bibi anto nchen. Te said the Stone etime fele UK auditorium on okobo the show no. Meaning say Kim Promise and so Philly auditoriums. So imagine if we have Kim Promise and Stone going on a tour in UK. Kim Promise, Stone, Shatter. Wow, anything. I know be so on the far side. On the Blacko, thank you. Any new haircuts now. I say, you know, we just Mickey Mouse to one. Wow, anything. But you can't, your actions can't be one way and then your talk be in another way. And so, young queen. Pacho, Martin said, where them boys, you know. Cowboy from AliExpress, no person chim say yes, shut to say the name for person chim no. There's a video to that. Akwana ye investigation kesiye pa no the investigation about to highway so. And before we jump into that, you know, my member story about could be more messages so I say. Guy Pinky Entertainment is saying Blacko no do anything, bro. He reposted the guy. It's still on the internet to verify. Okay. Mr. Mpacho, verify, mommy. Production. Guy Pinky, let us know platform or so is it Facebook, is it Twitter, is it Instagram? Let us know. I say Ghanaians are expecting Blacko to give Ananzo money like Davido did. Since when did that become the order of the day? Okay, so were people expecting say Blacko be money scanner and I repost? What was the conversation about? Bro, in all fairness, the onim nipa artist Ghana artist the onim nipa ye eni nipa ahwa ni nipa akrokro shatawale. Otan okodua yi na America efrim. Yase otan aboa preku a natopa yifrim. Preku aboa otimi bu atopa 150 within 3 seconds. Otumfo na atopa hene the one. Eye preku. Obu atopa chen bibia. Papa wo. Nti otan preku a na topa de bra yifrim. Ena nantwie ni su na yenkwase asu ba ne nam de enye nkwase anam da. Bra Nigeria phone nim sadia ni ye chen ye bebre. The closest Ghana had your bang shatter. Market women need the amount for bebre nyoma sasa. Ohun ya Burna Boy omde ne de saya pa. Masa omuti adwuma na se ye de nam ne yinam. Ye de nam ene yinam. So wante sa asem na se a wo bebre. Enti the Nigeria ni be because who say oya Ghana ni a opesa ne nyom wura territory mu ade. At that point a business a marketing strategy mano. Whatever he needs to do. Now ode baba be chiche scama $5,000 or baba be chiche ama Ghana for Ghana DJs so on be nyom so mombo. Ada no use sa brand no ma brand ni nye promoter. Oche ode ma brand na sa brand de be say so ama no. Kwa ba bia Ori ma DJs na kamu ni scan kwa. Ube di scan kwa. Ahekura ne ge bi o kura Musa dia. Onu ani sika sa akope no. They understand that. See how Shatta has been able to organize his fan base. I already said that for more. Share. Me see that crowd beba out, Shatta beba out, ababe katre say. Sikadodo I was spending on charity alone. I heard that Ghana for everybody and say, hey. He does that because he understands the value of it. But artists in baby, unfortunately, they don't. It's either they don't have the money or they don't understand it. It's either they don't understand it or they don't have the money to support action. One tears yet. Debbie. On Tiasie, GH Kings was it. Ask DJ Slim Heavy in Germany. We spend lots and do all we can to put our artists here in Europe. Bro, they let everybody down. The artists are some there. That ebe to ebo asi ebe kanu. A man for ebe tie mu. Me so was a video no wa. Fronic. Producer, I was a video now, Fronic, Aquana Ocheche, Wedding Boys, because that's the next topic that I'll touch on before I get Saliman on the line to talk about the issue on a Kim Promise War. Because as it seems that our issue no very personal. And the outrance is towards Kim Promise. Menene agree. Intiene, menene nyaba and yababe tripa or line so. DJ Slim Heavy, I'll say greetings to you, brother. Thanks a lot for the good work you're doing. I follow your path and enjoy your works a lot. Much love and respect to you. Slim Heavy. Chaman. Michachao. Slim Heavy, I think that Slim Heavy was Germany. Slim Heavy, Medasi, Germany for MC Samai. Odun for no dumye no my nkwa. Ibeti me ato afa ho briefly. Na fi say Germany dey e bia me boa. Germany e bia. Be ba be body mu nwunu pa ba ko ho pa na. Na fi eno so ye dey ahwe anim. Pacho boja ye na e wo so no pese me yi stories ba ko mienu mi ansa bi na fi ye sorry free segment we so answer na call into the phone lines BM because enema kakra ho. Pacho dada ke the issues no so ekoso and Dada KD issues, I think one of them that I saw that was a little bit off the record would be, it was off, totally off, not off the record, was totally off, would be ne stance on religion. No, it's believe in the afterlife, and people took to social media after his demise to say, I mean, they were making some loose talks. We said, "Enuntina, we're free." Charlie. Yeah, last this month yana poop gra wu me boy. Why na ginya me DJ poop? No, person busa why na ginya me DJ poop because on the pope there yenyi bibia mfro if there's a position of deputy Jesus a pope ne was here the man. Me boy am kan chem sem boy. Me boy am kan chem sem boy. I mean also on saka video no. My fan fat telegram man because it seems that's why I can get the full video to you because Ose me share link. Oh, link. Linky. Me share link, you know. Because I really wanted to talk to the guy today and get to find out from more about how he got to that level to realize that cowboy from AliExpress, you know, and yet SM. A genius breakdown akwan diaban. And it's starting to make sense, say, where he picked the whole narrative from, an opinion on Quissy. It's hard not to think it's Jack. No evidence done wedding. And I think, Sir Unim, what I have on that particular thing, this time around, me person no I play the one out, na a P. I don't want to be the first person to talk about it. The next time I remember I can one seminar and slim dear on slim ni Quissy. Me catch us akwane to krum hasi. Muhun 3 months, 4 months. Me yes ana muhun. I told you the guy wasn't in the country. Niggas said there be that. Call Fancy Pim cries last weekend. Yahunu 1 2 year over sa every. The reason to that, no, make maka, but me person be free me about this time around. Ubi for frozen quiet no so ne de no nkoka. Why? Make match him. Say CA. There be minka. Patch when your video no. Patch of fatum why.
I'm about to say in this video might blow your mind or change the way you listen to Word and Boys forever. Now everyone is talking, oh, he threw shots at Quissy, he threw shots at Shatta, he threw shots at Stonebwoy, he threw shots at Family. I have a theory that the Word and Boys song is not about 4 artists, it's not about 5 artists. It's only about 2 artists. I'm a man of science, and if I have a theory, what do? I try to disprove it as much as I can, and if I'm unable to, then I have no option now to accept it as true. I'm going to leave whether the theory is true or not up to you guys, for you to tell me, making it seem like I try cause beef where there's none. These are just observations I've made from the sidelines as a fan of the music and culture. Now let's delve into the song. Word and Boys starts just like any other rap this song. It's quite standard for a rapper to start at this song by throwing general shots at the industry. Everybody gets something to say, but nobody wants to practice. It's all general. Then he goes ahead to say this. Texting me phone 7 what he's saying. Now he's being specific. He's talking about one person. And who could that person be? He goes ahead to drop more clues. Years ago, I'd be so impressed because I gave my love and enough respect. This is not me saying this, but it's not a secret. Blacko, when he was coming up, was heavily inspired by Quissy. There are tweets from back in the day of Blacko expressing his admiration for Quissy and how much he'd love to be on song with him. In fact, there's a video of Blacko where he was rapping exactly like Quissy. Again, this is not me inciting beef. This is just me connecting the dots from afar. So for Blacko to go from him being heavily inspired by and so respectful of Quissy to him now being unimpressed by a text from him, to him sidelining Quissy when he gets asked on interviews about who his personal favorites are, something must have happened. So what could have possibly happened? That's what he goes ahead to explain in the next couple of lines. Ganging up and tagging teams. What? Talking beans, talking on me. What? With the cowboy from AliExpress. What? So this person who used to be his idol is now ganging up in a tag team with another person who Blacko describes as a cowboy from AliExpress. A very big So who is this cowboy from AliExpress? People have been saying that, oh, since Blacko had an online feud with Shatta and the song dropped afterwards and Shatta was dressed as a cowboy in his Gringo video, that line is for Shatta. But wait, this same Blacko said the album was done way back in July.
That's why I never did drop the album. Because the album, I finished everything like July. I'm not gonna lie to you. I fly go South Africa, we go shoot the things like May, June, July.
Meanwhile, the whole thing with Shatta started in late October, which was months after he had turned in the album. So this couldn't possibly be Shatta. Plus, Blacko throwed Shatta back on his Snapchat and stuff. So that whole thing was done and dusted. He wasn't going to put it again in a song. So if it wasn't Shatta, then who was it? Let's keep going. Tell your boy have to keep that verse. Carry doing splendid. Dreams to be like you, empire me. If you had any doubt in your hearts about who this idol turned rival is to Blacko, just one line should clear things up. Tell your boy have to keep that verse. We were all in this Ghana here when we saw behind the scenes footage of Quissy shooting a music video with Blacko, which by the way everyone was anticipating because it's something the streets need. But I'm sorry to tell you that song is never dropping. Forget. Monto my dream. But there's still one mystery left. Who is this person that Blacko is accusing Quissy of going to form a tag team with and to be talking on him? With that, we move on to the second verse. Here your man is saying it's cheaper and easier to talk than to be a believer. And yes, I am Messiah for him, Peter. Again, this is not me saying this, but Family has been calling himself Peter for a while. And this all began when he started to draw inspiration from a more spiritual side of himself, while drawing influence from the Bible to present himself as a messenger, one who preaches his gospel through his music. You can tell from his outfits and his performances on stage that this whole Peter phase is just Family embodying this Messiah figure in Ghanaian music. From songs like Praise and Not God to his albums Songs of Peter and 3 Times of Peter, which by the way, 2 dope albums. If you have not listened to any of them, go and do so right now. But then we all know who the Messiah is, right? Jesus Christ. Not Peter. If anything at all, Peter even lied when asked about his association with the Messiah. So it seems to be like what Blacko is trying to say is that why do you say you are the Messiah and yet you call yourself Peter? Basically, it seems to me like what Blacko is trying to say to Family is that at the end of the day, let me give you some more context. Artists tap inspiration from different places all the time. Blacko even did it himself for his new album. He tapped inspiration from Amachide Day with the whole Iron Boy thing. And you could see it in how he was moving, how he was dressing. You see him dressing in these metallic looking clothes, especially for the Iron Boy cover art. With all these metals in his braids and on his ear, he's embodying the concept of the Iron Boy, just where daddy ni pankasa. This brings us back to that line in the first verse where he talks about someone linking up with a cowboy from AliExpress and talking about him. We all know AliExpress can sometimes be a market for inferior goods, right? Where you might order one thing and receive an entirely different thing. So this line is not about an actual cowboy, but about someone who is trying so hard to be someone else and it's not working. And this makes more sense when you look at the chorus. Counterfeiting boys and the wannabes. And also, get this, let's come back to the tell your boy have to keep that verse line. Guess who else has a song with Black Sherif and has decided not to release it? That's right, Family. A couple of years back, Family posted this unreleased song with Black Sherif and announced that he was going to drop it in less than 10 days. Less than 10 days. The date had been picked out and everything. And then all of a sudden, the song doesn't drop and everyone forgets about it and moves on. Isn't this weird to you guys? It's no secret that Quissy and Black... Oh, shit. It's no secret that Quissy and Family have a great relationship, and it doesn't sound like a reach to say that the two artists went to sit somewhere and said some things about Blacko that he heard. That was why he was like, oh, you said I heard. If you listen to the song throughout, Blacko is just mad about 2 people saying something about him that he heard, that he was disappointed because he obviously looked up to the 2 people I was talking about. For him to make a song about it should tell you just how much he cares about all that happened. But what could have possibly happened that would make Blacko go from admiration to now dropping a diss song? What could have possibly happened that would make Quissy link up with Family and, I don't know, say whatever they said about Blacko, which he ended up hearing? For that, let me take you back in time a bit. Right up until March of 2023, Blacko and Quissy seem to have a very good relationship. Quissy will drop a song and Blacko will tweet it. Blacko will drop a song and Quissy will tweet it. They would wish each other on their birthdays. But then all of a sudden, on March 3rd, 2023, Quissy drops this song to Big Homie Flea titled Pain Interlude. And then just 5 days later, Big Homie Flea took to his ex and posted this. You let these mere mortals get in your head like I switched up on you. The plan was to shed light on another youth from the trendy. So he came from the tree we planted. He was one of us. The sky was big enough for everybody to fly high. We was about to F the streets up with this one, shaking my effing head, booking heart emoji, mending heart emoji. And guess what video was posted along with that tweet? A snippet from the music video of Quissy and Blacko performing that song they did that is never coming out. With Big Homie Flea on the song doing his usual thing. Oh, alhamdulillah.
Munda, cause I do way up for life.
Top of the top, cream of the crop, rise to the top.
And look at this too. Big Omi Flea posted a line from Quissy Arthur's colors, which says, "Will be on any time, open and never envy mankind." And Big Omi Flea was like, "You really panic, shaking my head, folded like a beach chair. If you feel like putting on another YN will block your shine, it means he was never really him. Will be on any time, so why envy that boy? I know it wasn't you though, you just let the quick one as the stories get to you. This still hurts, but you know me, I'm a charger to the game and keep it play at all times. Wounded lion will bleed, but I never go chop grass. Still got love for you in my heart, baby bro. And when the truth finally comes to light, hope them YNs laughing with you for coming at me, gonna cry with you. Just know that I already forgave you. Business is business. I'm always standing on my 10 toes, man said that. This screenshot was posted on October 4th, 2023. And just 5 days later, guess what happened? Quissy Arthur came to tweet, "I want to apologize to Kojo aka Homie Flea for the lyrics in Pain Interlude, which was released earlier this year by myself. I hope this message finds you well. Hashtag all love." What does this look like to you? It looks to me like Quissy Arthur felt betrayed, that Big Homie Flea was diverting his attention to Black Sherif, who Quissy Arthur felt threatened by. And rightfully so. I mean, the two of them dropped albums in 2022, and let me ask you, which one of the two albums performed better? I'm not asking about which one of them was the better album, but which one of them performed better in terms of numbers. I mean, half of Quissy's tape was Afrobeats. Meanwhile, the entire Blacko album was hip-hop, but it still did way more numbers than Son of Jacob ever did. It comes to a point in hip-hop where whoever is on top sees an emerging artist and knows immediately that this is the artist who is going to take my place. Just like Blacko is on top now, when he sees an emerging artist who is coming for his throne, he will know immediately, way before the listeners notice and way before it actually happens. But isn't it better to have your replacements on your side instead of against you? I guess that was what Big Homie Flea was trying to do, but Quissy Arthur took it the wrong way. And I guess it also didn't help matters when Big Homie decided to do that intro for Blacko's second segment music video. Plus, Quissy and Ground Up had a much anticipated album on their hands waiting to drop, so I get that Quissy may feel some way about all of this, which I don't blame him at all for. Hip-hop is incredibly competitive, and even the family that Quissy Arthur allegedly linked up with to say whatever they said about Blacko, if he had turned out to be primarily a hip-hop artist like Quissy and Blacko are, I'm not sure him and Quissy Arthur would have had that much of a great relationship, much less to talk about the two of them ganging up in a tag team to, I don't know, weave a plot against Blacko. So yeah, fast forward to November 2023, Blacko came to tweet, "I love Quissy Arthur so much, I wish he knew." And then 2 days later, Quissy came to post a similar thing, saying he loves Blacko so much, he wishes he knew. Which all seemed to me like this one big final act of showing love to themselves publicly, because all that public love they were showing to each other stopped then. That was the end of it all. All those sharing each other's music, wishing each other on their birthdays, that was the end of it all. Also get this, Familia announced he was going to drop his collaboration with Blacko in less than 10 days, right? Look when Familia made that announcement, and look when Blacko came to make that post. Those were just 7 days apart, and then the song never dropped. Something definitely happened. I'm almost choking up as I say this, because this is so very sad to me. Bema is naturally, Charlie. So what do you think? Did I prove my theory? I'll leave that to you to decide. Also, do you guys think Quissy and Familia will reply to the song? What I'm about to say in this video.
Well, when we said this part also yeah, phone numbers and talk, because I really want to hear from the public if they believe Abranti and a theory now or they Twabontino. If it's true, like if it's true, I mean they should let us know, because it's wild. It's wild, bro. It's wild. No be joke. It's a wild theory. And it makes a lot of sense. But part I mean Tiasie and Yemei say, and I would like to ask, just come into the comment section, let me know. Do you think say Blacko be too Quissy Arthur? Like, because it's that at the end of the day, that is what he was trying to put out there. Say like Quissy was fading off and Blacko is the one who's going to take the charge. Like he was trying to push a narrative like that. Yeah, I don't know, bro. It be a bit my agenda, and like is Quissy envious of Black Sherif? I don't think so. But in the comment section, let me know. Say, do you think Quissy Arthur no envy Black Sherif? No. And I Quissy Black Sherif Baby to Quissy Arthur or take his spot. Just let me know in the comment section. I quite theory they were stating the theory. just like the post. In fact, Patrol like it. Nafi bra comment section once it's here. Let me know if it's a yes or a no. And then the phone lines are active. Alex from Point is saying because he has a spot, Blacko has a spot. Nobody is usurping anybody. I believe so. I believe so. Nobody can, anyway. Phone lines are active just on this issue, 054-6362359. Just on this issue. Abrantenin seminar or cano. Etwasumu, does it make sense to you? Is the theory theorying? Theory. And I say theory with the room. It's wild. I will not lie. For the whole wedding boys to be shattered, targeted. It was even wild then. Say just because of a statement to be a shatter, a make you a rant, bant, and confession. So to work a whole song for him, it was wild, bro. I don't know Black Sheriff be that petty. Except for a small statement to do but for this and the storyline I brand creating around it, I want to ask you guys, share your thoughts on it, share your opinion in the comment section. Let me know. This one is from Alex from Pella. Slim. Try and find a swag video about what happened when the unreleased song gave with the unreleased song that gave me clarity. Okay, I've seen that video too. There's another video of engineer, the guy who actually did the production for that song. And also, Pastor said the song itself was recorded by Quissy on the bow beat, but the recording, Quissy Ankasana recorded Black Sheriff in the studio. So where from the enviness? But phone lines are active. I want to hear you guys on this issue. You can call me on WhatsApp. You can call me on any of the platforms. Whether it's normal call, you want to call me on WhatsApp, Telegram, call with my friend. Just let me hear you on this issue because it's a very, very wild theory. Theory, now know a thing. Before I get my maga on the phone line, I know a thing. But why is it that people almost always want to produce a microphone here? Or almost always want to find competition between a sensation and a legend. Although legendary status mean to me confer and to Quissy, I can't put legendary status on him. He's not there yet. But on your sensation. Blacko, to me, is still a sensation. Maybe after the third album, we can add him to, people who've come to stay. But in all fairness, he has great material. He's an excellent artist. He has dope songs on his new project. If you've not checked his new project out, go and check it. Blacko has excellent materials on it. In fact, it's one of the albums that I listen to personally. It's one of the albums I can listen to personally. But in comparison with what Quissy has done in the industry, of which iconic. Quissy is an iconic figure because most of the younger generations will tell you that they got inspiration from Quissy, from the Asaka Boys to who? Why when the walls is he will be all drill on our trap will be in Casa Quissy and figure. Quissy's style is legends one Quissy is like T-Blaze. Once I swag now, T-Blaze cries. That's the same level of type shit that he has. So Quissy is there. So why that comparison between the two? I don't understand. Why would people want to do that? But anyway, let me get to the phone lines, man. I have somebody from Oklahoma on the line. Good evening, sir.
DJ Slip.
Yo, bro.
DJ Slip. Your family Clinton. like I said, free New York. Now I'm Oklahoma, but I'm moving up by New York.
Ah, right? Okay. Into now number P Oklahoma. Young Quay, me too.
Right. Look, main time entertainment that I love listening to you. Trust me, I swear to God, like I just love you, bro.
Thanks, bro.
And I'm more interested in politics, so I'll ask if you can do more politics. I'll be very much happy because how you interpret and explain things, like. We are 100%. I just love you. That's what I can say. I just called to give you flowers.
Thanks, bro.
I just love you, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. Yamisha.
And continue doing it. Continue doing it because people are watching you and to continue doing the great job. And I like how you analyze and explain things 100%. I love you very much.
Thanks, bro.
I truly love you. And I offer one more to say, but say in sponsor program now, we can also spend money and sponsor because me now, so just yet. So, very much glad if you can do that one as well. So, thank you very much for
now, number we now free now. I saw your Momo number. Episode support the channel now. You can also donate.
Absolutely, I'll be doing that. Thank you very much.
All right, bro. Thanks
really
a lot. Thanks a lot. And most definitely, summer way street is watching here. So you better New York and so you get to see us in New York.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
Okay, that'll be great. I about to go to school at Columbia, I'm Oklahoma, right? So
yeah.
So I'll be glad if you let me know the whatever the place might be out there.
Definitely. We have a couple of parties in New York this summer. We'll let you know the dates.
Right. I like how you're straight to fact, just having idea. And that's how it should be, right? Like, you say, how it is, right? Because
definitely
like it makes it like all kind of sound, right? You are bold, like you speak your mind. And I like that. Like I just love you.
Thanks, my G. Thanks, my G. Nyamisha.
Right? Like because I'm not, like I said, I'm not big on entertainment, but I can watch you, and you and Striker, right? Like,
yeah.
I like how you guys are doing the job. And I'm not trying to compare you to anybody, but you guys are doing fantastic.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. All the best.
All right, thank you. It's Michelle.
Okay, New York for now, Amato Yankra. Also, summer, until you find shame why. Say New York on Yabaka say ho in a more professional way. And a more professional digital way. Carl Me Lord. I hope I got your name right. You're saying the guy's story really makes sense and can be true. So far, it makes lots of sense, but people are still on the edge because you're two of their favorites. That is why I'm saying that when it comes to these two, for people to pitch camp on, because excellent artists like the level of talent I work with Siatamuno. You guys have no idea. Somebody who can rap, or you're dangerous when it comes to rap, and also you're very dangerous when he's singing. Why is articulator? Who didn't any problem? Who didn't change a problem? Baby, how did be a problem? Sana Quissy tie. Quissy problem, and I said it in my editorial. I'm on for also Coca say, Mesa time Quissy problem, I started with ground up issues and sense he also has fallen out with a lot of his boys. So Munima may catch him because he has fallen out with a lot of the boys. There were times, I don't know if CC Dioma back there, but Twitch lives right here. Niggas don't know Twitch there are issues going on. This time around, I don't want to be the person to bring it to the front lines. So when you're lucky, be the bad front lines, I take it. But I'm not going to be the person to bust your bubble. Bust your bubble. I'm not going to be the first person to bust the move. Maybe yes, I don't know. Being from running and discuss it. Although I know I'm not going to talk about it. But there were issues with the team, ground up Nimuteno. Some of the artists were not being up, like they would not be straight with Quissy until you're starting who niggas need be funny. You understand? I mean, he performs in the US, but how many times have you seen him perform with Tabio? Tabio is his DJ. Tabio right now is like Tabil was a Virginia, now one of them states. But how many times have you seen him perform with Tabil? There are issues going on, but issues in the camp. And he stayed, the idea of staying in America and running music in Ghana, I've told you and I've given you artists that problems upon problems in doing that. Outside the end, to live outside and run business here in Ghana. Jack, Superman grant me. What's your grand say? What's your we're releasing you? Another thing is you can't blow there because won't count most system no. It was so be blow a hana affect her. That is why even artists they would want to come when they release song would want to come down here to promote it. What do you say, India? There's something special about the Ghanaian market. Even Nigerians, when they release song, they come for fire baptism here in Ghana. Afori buchiana, ahana was so musically. Nyame de be share in South Africa, hanging or the be share in Sa. Into you be a hit the power that I will say to me, it will say Fagana one way or the other. No crania simple. As to say son of Jacob time and Abrante and a theory in him say when it comes to Son of Jacob any Black Sheriff album no release it, the villain I never was. Which one did great? Bro, Son of Jacob time, you know, that was when his issue with Glenn started. That is ground up. Until you me editorial na me here on Son of Jacob time na issues in started here. And it had everything to do with the me say me nkasa ansem we. Mbe ya manu akopa me. Munyewu mo be ya e ka de ka me koka. Me trust. Phone lines are active. Me say phone lines are active. Well, do you believe in theory? You know, this one is from Erasmus Amwabeng. I'll say with the theory on Familia moving from Messiah to Peter makes a whole lot of sense. Big Brown just see how Flokin they suffer to blow from here upon all the good songs he did do. You can't be there and be felt here. Nah. Flokin is say when is Flokin Ken is back. Or releasing or UK no release here. Go and check the numbers. Run it up for me on the portal right now. Ken is back by Flokin. Run it up. It got nomination for best rap performance. But check the numbers on it. Bro, baby, you can't run it by proxy. It's not. It can't be done. Music, it can't be done. And the music, so origin, unless say, primary one market, if your primary one is America, UK, Europe, then you are safe because somebody like Amare, no Ghana in the primary two market. Molly, Ghana, the primary two, the P2. Omo to me atena friends abrochia Juma, then we will feel them here. Because they are Ghanaian and at least social media the omo never bank crack. But enumpono how vibrant is Amare, and I don't want to use the word relevant, but ne presence what Ghana to say. Me Accra. Amare bit my baby show. I see. I be a friend say, "O bit back what venue be no charge 500,000 near the amount for betran." Opa manintin sim ko Kumasi ko hese busa Amare e Kumasi akobusa Amare wo voter akobusa Amare wo inofa o mehuna. Accra de bees no. Nso mo music consumption no so. Into your move to Aquagino Gucci, baby, not 1,500 reserve. Ombeba. adwuma no o primary one market so otna ha na wo ye adwuma no from day one o primary one market ha, so stick to it. If you want to expand, find a way to expand and make another territory in your primary two. But you can't sit in your primary two market and run business into your primary. Oh, Lord. Also, Flokin DNA say 10K views. Ken is back. And a down. 6 months ago. What I reach Mama Chacha? My phone lines no see and a few minutes. Minu about editing komo kakra. Minu about say can promise a try so ne.
Hello.
Obaba.
Yes.
Obaba nka odambwa.
David. Me.
Kauda.
David, any son I'm best of it.
Wampa.
David. And that's
Hey, Saliman. Oh, trendy. Oh, trendy.
Yes.
They say the whole Ghana. There will be a reno, Sally.
Are they?
Send some or they are two highway in one wedding.
Hey, Slim, dear, me say. As some of the many problem, whoa, won't you?
Me wanna me call Ghana web, and I was a midaha. Okay, your career will end if you try beam. Saliman once can promise.
Oh, you know, almost a headline now, as in Yansa, someone I make a headline which made the mind. Ghana form one, Ghana form one carrier.
It's one casa.
Oh, me casa, but it was in context.
And if I am me who context bro.
Me fire. Slim, yeah.
Fire my near her context, bro.
No, the reason to man because first of all, I want to put it out there. Say, for those who do not know, I can promise no, I me untouchables, maybe. And I'm sure say because untouchables on the day. Slim the only, but untouchables on the people la. Seven mama and papa do me cool school. I know money chiaka. Now, so happen so when you occupy space in the voice, crazy industry because of that thing, you know. Our voice keeps to every hour, also be understand our friend, more friend, and I say, I'm a small little opportunity for me to speak. But when I get that platform, my dedicated platform, now access our space, you know. The same for uplifting a certain artist, I'm a face or I'm catching my eye. You understand that are doing amazing. As I think, you know, say industry is all sharp. The first untouchable and other see a senior man Samini. Let me feel one maybe far a year Becca. Sana kwabena eba. No more to assuming in I the eba. You share the entertainment space and more baby about 32 untouchables. And yes, a baby, and you a presenters room, actress for musicians for women. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, and yet just even pundits for cry, a bit of them crosses who want the feeling on pint, you know, those people that might realize it's an opportunity be a bar. You understand what I'm saying? I will shine, you know, the light on them and give them all the help that they need. And so one of them happens to be Kim Promise here, making a casa once in year.
Okay.
Now, I say, we hear Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24. What say, Abane Dawa, What I say, ma bofra no say, and no chesa wodono. So, and I'm saying, me do me untouchables for you now, and I want them to do better than you know. So, Obich, yeah, was the industry we will find full in the doors, especially when money exchange hands. So, go just got the man for they are not able to think. But me untouchables, I'm putting it out there, say, no untouchable of mine has paid money to me for me to. What I think, you know, it's so easy. Me feel this says, you film. You understand what I'm saying? And I made it for shame. Obi obe catch me, and I'm dashing. So he happens to be one of the people that may use the platform a lot of times. I want people to go back to it too loud and I say me throw light on what he's doing. And see last year, no, and I say me or disappointed me kakra because me untouchable. God has been so good to me. Say, who say the Bible wisdom. Any metinatana mo pedinforma sini nyama kakra mesienti no. Between choosing very decent people as my untouchables pa. But yeah, now once a one who say back where veer off kakra and that person who veer off me can promise ya me can ask him ya. Yet na hint here discuss. Last year no for my few other the stripper. Now beginning of a friend say last year and I'm talking about TGM in the bar you know. Made me support man go for me you know. Stonebwoy is not my untouchable. Let me put it out there. He's not my untouchable in a sense to say, 2019, was out as well. Nyama be a mamma near and no untouchable. Listen, I'm the free so. However, he's somebody else. He's worked so much to say you can't ignore him. Once, why ye Juma? That's you. Why ye Juma? There be an near pretty so be to say new artist. Nelia break it. So a Juma now you cannot ignore the person or the artist that he is. What I think you know. I was forced saying the Juma near Juma they are no Nyama was so overwhelmingly good. Say you can't ignore him. See, one or Nyama 1 or 2 be allowed. What do you get what I'm saying? Don't know Nyama untouchable. But ne act ne say. Oh, say will be an but in the show almost 17 years now. But he's so like what I say, still pushing. So will be an waba for crown. It's a man act and I am say. Until last year, let me see a year me untouchable came from it. I made the Stonebwoy count because of the things I know why you know. The year review na ye can was and under review na ye can was near there. It's one I may say a few of the stripper.
Hey.
Adekasa say, oh, award any day.
Now then, I will see if your daughter stripper, yeah.
Also, you know.
Oh, na such stripper and kasa or the definition.
Oh, no. Media me obi you know be our stripper. Just what I'm saying, in my opinion, or stripper.
No, I don't understand.
You don't understand, say?
Bintiasi.
A friend is saying, Dina Brofudin Cross, a Julia or Juliana. A girlie. She's such a beautiful girl. What I say, but also you know just for the attention. Who are you in the bra a cry? Who are you wake a cry? It was stripper.
A stripper is a person who performs striptease. Patrol some perform striptease.
And I won't say why striptease were a number of times be other was any bikini near the anogen or no year and who says people go me be down.
Patrol
check. You go check here. No one yes stripper, then I'll take it back. A big day, a friend says, Stonebwoy, Casasso, Yakokra, on free mu, Wawari, Onya, scheme, the mad. I shall Raymond Crowd as well performing. Dolly Parton, that's well performing. A friend say, a Blake Shelton, a crowd as well performing. Beyonce or by Abraham, it's not one of the Christ to performing. Yeah. Then who are we to say Stonebwoy is old and that in free system? It may say on that tangent, Yana is not based on merit. It is an enyamide. So because will be a unity. So all thriving part, and now he's doing good. There's nothing like a former musician, and I'm just a former musician. That every TV TV that. What I say, musician is always a musician. So who because a musician who sang this for you to determine and now say to say Stonebwoy are winning artist of the year and as a result of that, or you old into offer a new question Grammys. It didn't sit well with me, so I dropped him promise based on that PR and that buy and now honestly, way who answer the colleague girl to order say no. Stop saying that. It's about the work that somebody has done. Your age, only per and I'm a drop here. This same year, one alcohol conversation by with the artist of the year debate. Was a very healthy one. Obi a can promise here for the streams. What's the numbers and on the digital platform? He's a monster there. People were talking at Wemuses in terms of popularity and people that are making strides and are moving. Stonebwoy is also invisible. It's so ahead of him. So now I say, where you 50-50. It's me, I chose say, may he can promise can pollute a free mono the only brand is her. Or the award scheme at say TGM SL Ghana sa until Siaka 2-3 years in the year. Maybe the rest of the near BA or Kasai near then you consider the so you're artist enough to represent the Ghana Music Award brand. I say I want na chili. Kokasa say artist no wenini. Media yini na meche ya no artist last year the na am say why do people keep saying say Stonebwoy we dey here ebi obantem and why ejuma no a no say Michael Owen started ball football in England. No, I have a friend. Michael Owen, you have a case of Papa Penny Muama. My game with him. You get what I'm saying? You know, I hate people using age. So I'm going to for Baba for me. Not beginning, you know, me came from a Kimpaluta film, you know. Me the Kimpom is a Stonebwoy a year side, what as a side by side say. Those are the people that I'm going to really campaign for them to win the artist of the year. To me, Yini Adiana Tilly. Tilly is my girl. I love her to dress. Me say Yini woman, I'm saying no. These people are not doing proper PR. It's any, my main call with the person I'm winning. But still, that's why I'm penning for. And on Kwalani, that's where I come. You get what I'm saying? And I'm supporting Stonebwoy. Say they'll be winning artist of the year. And but them. Now a week to the time or not, award the neighbor Basono. I feel say Gregory and I say Gregory a year can promise what a bote new man. And being a full name na my bonny you be a civil wako school to a educated into no Quebec now or no Quebec apologize to say be sometimes those a casa de how and I mistake but into Abia and same be and go ye or see everything that Tilly has said or supporting and who say no in Yansa or from Kakra. It's just my mother. Me may so me position. Any my dear, I support no. It was our industry we moon. I wasn't calling it to order because usually when people put money in your pocket, and now you are not able to tell them the truth. They be in call for an in chain and the team members. And I'm saying, I had to say the ransom. I want to coach Sikaba. No when you be a dintino. And sometimes it's very difficult. Yeah, yet now, we looking, you know. We are the ones that see what is wrong. And you know, say be an answer, we so say, be on conform a deal you know. Once a month, when it's so a superstar so much, say, they are not able to call him to order. And I say, beer, what I say, beer. I'm just saying, maybe beer, they want some cheap drugs in the air course. It's me, I make tonight chair, me, Mamaga. Me a queen mother of the entertainment industry, you know. Mamaga! Lynching. Boy, imagine it. Ain't to say, no, there are certain levels be a walk because Wuba industry mobile 2016. I remember that we reviewed the Sami Bar Flex show near AM Plus FM so and me a no potential. It is what about almost 7 years now, and after 8 years down the line. Well, sir, now going on your 9th year down the line, next now Copa Domo. Now, award the beer buy a show, award the beer buy a show, the beer because Kim Promise made it look as you say, I said, TGMA and I said Vodafone Ghana Music Awards before then was too local for him because he wanted to be an international person, which works for somebody. Me, I was for it. So if you say no, working man on that man, a brand near beautiful to attract the water. I was for it. So I wasn't begrudging him for that. You hear what I'm saying? But now, no one who says, I wouldn't take they still send you back to sender saying, you say, no, would it be here to show for it? It's a grassroots, and so. But if you want the artist of the year, do it in a nice way. Let people fight. Who say on the digital platform or a monster? So I was thinking, say, I was here, ne strength for the work, and I go be project here, and this will be a penny. No one person, and I fast forward. Who win the award you by lobbying? He said he lobbied on Kojo Sheldon show, and so say, well, lobby. You get what I'm saying? Because before the night, as I say, so one lobby, I won't win it. It's our lobby in the crash, say, what on nipa. And if I merit, and we're winning. And I'm telling you for a fact, say, I was one person and we place call no more than 5 times to the beam camp. Say, Joe, boy, not the na no tena on all yet. Ewo industry no no. Say, on so project Ghana. And so what we need even cry the 2019 year when the sources like a day kind is on a winning artist of the year. Can't imaginary what winning it 3 times. Is it a 4th one? He sent go came from. I am untouchable in here, be done again. Come on in ya. It's a Samungu Gumunya. See, you know, underground, yes, I'm a wing, you know, and I say, who buy now was slim, ya, what's now one of Yamaba or bar HFM or the neck, as I say, a year a friend say, Stonebwoy congratulating and say, he welcomes him to the what? A friend said, the League of Artists of the Year because any debut entry. The debut entry. Na Ghana for a pie, we want to call or no can promise in the bush of phone and adding yet to call pie. So I didn't look at a debut entry in one Tiana. It means our first time entry into a league and our role. That's what it means. It's one yano. It's in the Bune Funo. So or class into a person just so I reply to other people and that's all reply to Stonebwoy. No. 2 completely different. A lot of people are saying say last year no. Or the Stonebwoy Casas or congratulating the Stonebwoy empty. The Stonebwoy feeling because Theodore was very disrespectful to Stonebwoy. But 2025, what was the disrespect from Stonebwoy towards him? But I want disrespecting it still. You get what I'm saying? It's, you know, but on he was big enough to what? Tweet and congratulate you and say, welcome to the club. Because Stonebwoy was on his 4th friend, the artist of the year. You didn't see that. Ghana has it. And here VIP, that's a man I may PR in you break his agents and then go point to me winning first artist of the year back to back. You know, winning well, I think I like him at that time. I'm your PR for Paradise Entertainment. We won it. And I later start calling you super twice. And a Stonebwoy super twice. You get what I'm saying? Oh, sir. And what's our winning being a year 2024? No? It's, you know, it's the same year on the league. It's somewhere and that's our league because 2019, your sources near us on the winning. And you know, I cannot afford to sit there for my untouchable as great as is, which put in a vocal dexterity on TGA platforms, even though not a performance, you know. I don't share, and I'm a high school child. Ojina award schemes will perform it. Award is different from say Ojina a year hood to say they are street carnival. And I said, be so performing. And I said, I'm not share, no bit me share. And I was showed, and I was so because I can't remember, say, 2-3 years ago, he wore some checkered, what I say, shirt to be near black and red. I don't share black pants. I'm talking about him, promise. They can fool when they dress in who's home and say, I was expecting so, but should be a teacher. It is a one to me and share. Sanya Manina. Not even on the artist day, and a day is supposed to be your day. No, Stonebwoy is how beat you to performance. I don't want you to go about throwing your weight about to say, as a way against the armor. Also, open a ma yemba, me leading member. Any a Jew too, who tafe wano kakana, who saw flap mukaka, who saw penis mukakra, just to draw your attention to your penis. Say, ma bet me up more. You get what I'm saying? Now, tafe wano, now we see, and not my anymore.
Now, also, flap more.
Hello.
Maybe some Musa was also flap more, and then my yana.
What is it?
Also flap more, or told him now so flap more, and then my yana.
No, since I saw against us, I won't think of 4 dresses to say, yeah, you had the biggest dick in town. You get what I'm saying? It is almost what this industry, who are Kwabwaka, Kwabwa to me, Etumi, Sane, May you now Kwabwano as a man in a film kakra because of the past or Koware Kakran. Almost trolling a year, almost trolling a year, almost trolling a year because of my jealous say. one butcher no more things he was available. No. I snatching the system.
Nasa akwabo on so ne flap mu.
Oh, the only person mentioned is water free na no me ma 3 qualities.
Anti also water free one now so flap mu.
Water free na no kakra. Now sometimes when to nyum ne chairman na wo wenke, na wo stre, na wo flete. Won sa. Sanko form was that ade no. E kidi. Akwaboa ana can promise. I can promise quite tell baby I'm sharing on TV to us me I love sexy girls. I love girls that are sexy. Oh, see you so a sexy boy. I want to flanks the what's my baby or baby green. The street in this will be of course why I man. See if some people net man in 10 one and I'm weed, you know. What I say any alleged weed in they are not capable of advising him. Me, mama. What else will come untouchable? No? I had to call him to order, say, sir, disrespect to Stonebwoy no will not be tolerated because me no and for me the energy support to one more and penny for the day. Also, they say we saw more direction as Samini, politics, Mukakra. You get what I'm saying? He's my first untouchable. Politics in the kind of direction also when you why to say palm not soup no why you penny on Santi no. Almost 25 years in the industry. One was who are fresh or a bra penny. And you Bofrano would get in the Stonebwoy, Blacko, and they can promise. And they say, make chicky the ababishim.
This all the kitty bashim.
Who knows who is a superstar.
Lord Kitty.
Yes, a man, and a sugar cane boy, and your friend is saying,
Camido. Camido.
What I say, also so sorry, very good. And as I say, man, many swako, a year called you black and so. What I also you're fine. But only if the boy need the chewing gum or no other party go your so I was show you trust them. Nanin say, oh, here grooming. What's your grooming? Meaning say, be your back as here and a girlfriend, and when you know that be all fronting in internet office and the world that come to an end. I say, yeah, mammy, phone and cocoa for your bar was show. Now the air castana will pop it, chat. A good so a chaday. Nanin say, to no answer to bet me a Drew Star League of Artists of the Year. No. I bet check because Nenitian and Wafom Obi I was so suspend this school, say they obey concentrate on music here. An education level no form because of that, no want to do baby one. It's I had to custom a year can promise to order and tell him, say, no, you can't disrespect a man that has done this for 17 years. By any time he's pushing. I needed to let him know, say, on jai. No on the flanks on our own dinner on the promised land. You get what I'm saying? That's all that I wanted to tell you. It was all love.
It was all love. Okay.
And conform my see say Bia was Ebia was hasha. What's a mamagano? Me hash. What's that say? Me like me can't say me say the city. I don't know how to sugarcoat. Wouldn't me? Who the brown name me? Almost better to say 7-8 years. Wouldn't me say? I say I'm not so many boss so now man can't the way in the city and I can't even thrive or survive. What I say? It's all love. It's pure love. It's pure, absolutely love. It's not out of anything. Say a man go from pushing in castle or the Stonebwoy were the same level because 7 years or 8 years versus 10 years. An award that would now you are craving to win. He won it 10 years ago. Watch out, someone winning the 10th artist, reggae and dancehall artist on the same platform. It's not a joke. See, let's not let anybody disrespect him. See, a new man bought it on the name. On Tafre, na no for the bracelet and get one into tone and stand on you and me woo. On hard and now truly over him. On your Samaye.
On your
side, the street and so dear, and yeah for him. That's all that I wanted to just get across to him.
Into one can say, oh, your tribe beam and the carrier bear and this, and your man in one can answer no. You'll be an alpha caption, Ghana with one alpha caption, Sakako tour.
What it is, and I said it because Kim promised in a year by what different comes to me and you didn't. What I say, on say, high grade, you want me, a queen mother of high grade. Okay. High grade, and ye. What I say, who could be Musu and Mawum. Once and buy a party, a powder. Once I think mother will various comes in a beam nation one, a beam native one. There will be Uko success nation one. I say,
Sack nation. Sack nation.
nation umusu so a ye natives bi omo ye ma omo ye guy omo feeling no so also omo sad they don't have a permanent fan base as a base ye kuku career pa sa ebeye ye women around the world and who appeal to us and ye dinechi ye women for so ye form fan base. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, frefre kobo for. It will be an hour frefre kobo as nkofo edi wechi no. Utimi nkof do obi a wo call fan base nkoko. E se me to me bimfo no. Bimfo ano. Me to me. What I say? Now so no so water fit one no say who kisi my na say who chese wo pema mo 2 year junior do per sexy girls. Now those small bracelets be at to and say you look like Toffia. Me, I can admire you from my home. What I say? But say, you go street in the super cocondia. To me, beam for no. What I say? I'm cautioning him, say, on stick with us. And that's what she want. We say, Emba, and am I even concert to create what Ghana cry sell. Obi say, family, a friend say, Aquabua concert, a man and more boyfriends. That the Rumba concert, a man and more boyfriends. And yeah. Kid concert a man and more boyfriends ba. Oh, Samin is who say as in as much as we street no or was hard get or say mass you know. Rasta ho fe. Oh, man as so more boyfriends and some no mama. It is a who try na who yes obeko street na who nya yem ba na you feel na kono. Jonah say what I'm saying. That street for no one na pink. You also I say Kim promise to come in say bia wa she we impoda what we say they are no titi no and so pinky you get what I'm saying as a we imagine say we nya be kiss if you understand
it's mamu pe pink lips on
you get it now you Julie I want you to maintain that because even in Ghana there were a few of them medical ba akwabodi mabo a friend say kididin and mabo akwaboi. You get what I'm saying? And I nanke nipa anke man so betimi afire ne yes I will leave the boy and a chewing gum no be pa pay him. A man lose interest to him. You get what I'm saying? And a boy sugar cane. Camido. Aha. What who ma for? What who nyumo mo ye? Oh, have you seen? Oh, sir. Aha.
Sally.
Yes.
Matthias here. Now, Mammy Musa, I was no by over witness BBR. Your general impression from red carpet and some to performances across the stage. Your general impression of the TGMA 26.
I say TGMA no red carpet over the years. The people like who be a fashion icons be to say a year KO the crowd and anuatum. I feel say they should leave the red carpet for a private entity to handle it.
Okay.
Or say, be a fan, say, Mamia, or yes, I glitz fashion wiki, a year, Claudia Lumo. What I say? So, no, when him the glitz and glamour and how and Yamasabi, but you bet your contract and it's all funny expertise. And but because of your Met Gala, any idea, who said red carpet is coordinated very well. Therefore, I share of being sat. Then you will be called at the end say, what is uncle for Nabeba? And I yes, truly by invitation, in the sense that you share industry or more fashion and cut across. I say, no one person that readily comes to mind and an equiado. But I say, they need to be paid to be on the red carpet. You get what I'm saying? Because every year, there anytime a year TGM no ever coincided with the AMVCs. People say, no, I call AMVCs because I want to projection no what I say a match and I say omudi sika to red carpet na so said ye na who say AMVC for ye no more traditional night wo be win bia no nya 1 million naira each no you get what I'm saying say di bi so na ye penkofo
na ye competitive
there 10 or 20 people pay the bell rocking red carpet no e wo krom ha Zenel's you dresses fantastic Regina Van Helvet so dressy ye Bella Mundi what I said then artist na ya nominate
me dressy ye pa
na budi enye no correct odi akata
oh na asada me de ba yi wa hu
Nebi, ukodi Kimpalute chiamanka no di blue crab boy. Na slim. I don't know what di Kimpalute chi.
What's in that anchor?
Kaka crab muze. Na uni said ojo boy ebu a fool. Now slow.
Over here, Miss, I look you.
And you have found, sir.
Over here,
you want it, or a street and so Nicomas wanted them. What yes, when you say,
over here,
if you want us to represent you, say, Crum, was a Crum president, and you do bit me at disrespecting. Was I in the nether? Was what she and any show can crave you in a more professional. Now, I didn't know would you make things want to member. You get what I'm saying?
Ube
what's the day?
Ube Jabat issue. What you but
I know that we always touch on us so now the intimidation or try to be allowed so best one of them. There's one to know what. Oh, me on the red carpet, that's how it is. In terms of production, they tried. Because we say everybody be in the entry, you know, the buy, you know. We say a lot went into it. You get what I'm saying? And I was in the so no. There were a few disappointments be here and there. I wanted AC to win the male vocalist of the year. But
exactly.
They gave it to Jmetal. And now I wanted Empress Gifty to win the gospel artist of the year. But they gave it to Jmetal. What has to be sure other people.
That means that Jmetal they now person be winning.
But what say?
Jmetal they now person be winning.
Jmetal, no, there's an allegation out there, so a chapter house back. And of course, when who's be a crown, also better award. That's how it is, and I think the artist she need that moment in it was for Empress Adoye. But one thing that I've also been educated based on that, and they say, the day, and the chess your artist of the year, Juma with shim. Was the Empress Adoye, and didn't know one. Was as a shenanigans no one who is money in but say be our coffee or so there are people that are codedly doing the work.
Okay.
But I was happy for that was in the buy, I was happy for AC the most. Because we all know such shit and say AC for him to win the record of the year. Now come person so start winning male vocalist of the year. And I'm hoping and praying say the team will take this best platform and do something with it.
Okay.
So far, it was a good night. 26 or so years in the industry doing this, it's not easy.
Who rating is say? Over 10. Who rating is say?
I think 7.
7.
Yes, 7.
Errors
7
no.
Is a pack.
3 no everything.
Sena me do kasa.
A red carpet.
A red carpet.
And a disappointment no.
And a disappointment. Also red carpet Anna a face so as a host, Also hosty,
red carpet host and as a main stage host.
Main stage host, Omame Fe, Bella Mundi Kakra. You get what I'm saying?
It's a main stage host, they're near
Nashoko. Any AJ Sapone, Foster Romanos.
Foster Romanos and AJ were on the side stage.
Yes, reading the tweets and all of that.
Yes.
What I say.
Yes.
But me feel in terms of the glamour, in terms of looks, near the man say Bella Mundi pa.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sister Sally.
Yes, bro.
Medasi na.
I hope say my understanding, my explanation as to why I caution me untouchable. What you say?
And me Matthias here, and in fact, your comment session, so I'm for be bring swati as here. I'm for be bring swati as here, Godfrey.
Yeah.
I'm Medegbe. Or say she's saying fact, but she's too harsh. No, say oh kind of crap, but I name more shirodo. Udum jane kakra umwa.
Me ebi me wuna me koba dia.
And you bit
me me papa to me mama ba na bra me to me kan. Un say that is where I have the challenge. And they say obia with the presentation. You get what I'm saying? Me your friend me kan ewu. Some net said yeah, and no meka. You get what I'm saying? Some
what was
that? There's a problem. I said now who can cry and can they? Oh, I forgot it was here.
As I'm crying to Sabi.
Isa. You cannot cry now. Yeah, excuse me to say. What's an person with you? Any panel wodi nsɛm hu ama ne hu sɛ wodi nsɛm hu ebi ɔwɔ nkɔfo no ho no mo mfa ne nkasa no kora ɛsɛ ɔto be de ne kasa no kora no wase ase nti ya na Ghana fo mfa nkyɛ me ɛne sɛ ebi ɔmo firi sɛ ebi a meka no kora dodo ɔwɔ sa obi anko you get what I'm saying obi anko ti no they should take me like that too wase ase and I can't be perfect in my presentation I can only do me and speak what I know. What I say?
Oba pa ebe fa side that's so say o general any din ko.
They say oba fa me sa na o kan o ye fun ana. Oba fa me sa say.
Say o say em fa o sa, ne sa na kan.
Okay.
Eh, na say o me a oni me be queen, my day. My day, na me day. And na me kwa so no pa.
I say me feeling what it.
Ma te me ka che striker.
Me feeling pa.
Safu new man PRO me ka che no.
Sa.
Aye.
Ampa.
Aye.
Safu ni mo eso so wode ne che ne saa o so wan ko ba bia wo e che no
Sali adase hey Agazi eccentrics but who was it is true because there's no way to say Jimmy for in any way chikwa could you see DJ Slim the fear the woman? Now, who crowds you? Who crowds you? Huh? The salivate my ebony. Anyway, see, I say, Mammy, me phone lines and to more person contribute and some I Bruce in Yano. Who will be Kafa? I mean, we can have like some 2 to 3 minutes. Phone lines are active. We wait, my friend. I feel watch your drink 1 or 2 be enough. Wrap it up. We every Sunday, a year for the culture, Sunday, it was supposed to end at 9, 2 hours, 7 to 9, and trimukakra because you know, egugu or baby. In fact, I see cried a card. I cried a matter baby areas be a flooding. Is you have could you show them? Studio one and if you ankasa. Nifi on one casa personal house. Okay. Studio all the get it. And it was some friend could you now. If you win oh. Don dingo. Someone yanko here could you shout in. Now yento boat emano. That we cry in the omodico poo now. Get the shame fin saying. A friend say. A rescue for you. Mr. Police are baby toes on that. Franco saying you could share it. Now Sammy Flex Studio or Manco for na. Sammy Flex Studio or Zunanko na could you share it on our is used to live in Go fast Sammy Flex when causes are flowers in any tree no. Any you bottles ne going go yippee. Sammy have a count to question to go be 2 years as some year. A bell running at your papa, copy the YouTube be good, Facebook be good. Still, you better to us. Anyway, Quattro is saying the flower studio. Last information I say, Dana someone say pastors muyusu omochiche so boloni ade ade wo masori mu no. FDA for uncle clamp down kakra ho. Patuma was that story no. So say FDA must chase pastors selling so bolo in churches. On a grand scheme of things, it's a once it's food there, it should be registered. And I'm a yeah. But what I'll be called a sorry Jose or quack or chill mono. One oh, Rebecca so yeni pa bonini, una bonsam heaven friends a judgment day, one bonsam beton is Afro first. Yeah. But any information I'm di jamo a video we am di jamo a GTC a task force. A ye homo ebe kosu bia na ye ka se ye monyum ban on drumming and dancing and noise making. Drumming and noise making. See effectively the GTC and the task force ga mamu hano ye two omo say omo making sure say obia enye didi. Ene na asori baako aye Dag Hayward Mills asori. Na ne branch baako bi a say oma montwene banas omo bompaye no omo bo omo nsem. Na eye mpanyufo no ehu ye. Say didi kakre koso wa se. Mr. Mumi ehwe video we na afi emfa no and wrap it up. GTC. Na omo twi koboko. Unim koboko ene na twi koti. Twi koti nze e wa shishim na oma dry no. Omo de ball chi, omo de boss off na chi ball o da. Ene koso. Ene koso. GTC task force. Umbura Dak Mills. Branch back. Obana achi koboko no. Yes. Oka task force. Task force no member name man. ID card go mkum. Nti so nkran ha na bia. Na why wadwen say wo de still na wonte say dogo bi no abe. Na Kopim say June 12th of June. Ombe lift ban wo de why wadwe say wo be bo a. Wo ho kwan say wo be bo. Wo be hu sisters any brothers yi e wo ho. Ai, ti sanity. O say nkomo be koso say na omo te say wo sport bi na obonyo omo ba ombe dika season niam no. Ansa na say nkomo be koso akoso. Ombe nyika season niam ni nyina adwuma omo ye no no. Adwuma ye tu omo si wo so ombe ye no no. Nti information we na me di jaw. But your friend DJ Slim Midas said, we'll take your time off your busy schedule to watch us here on Street is Watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this and more. In fact, yeah, well, different ones. And in the month of a month, any month a day, and won't see as a sunny mamun kakra, won't see change because he update, he upgrade, and so support you and so a number now. I the two screens will bet me I support you in any way, shape, and form. Say a words of encouragement, say a financial support, whatever you want to do. I mean, na minim da kra say will be to me cause and person is any muskatil say in your college busy. Minim say you too sanity. Also will be to me share that phrase of his old Joe's gaza. Oh, chairman, I are dear sir. Why are dear pa? Obi all pewasam keke. Nti bia ye ni mo I mean we had as high as 150 at to go, 160 at to go and all that. Ebia no pewasam now so support your number the two screens. So anytime you can call BB Achiwadwi, I can have a personal conversation on that. Once again, we say thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to the production team Nana Chochomo Chahine Asaka Music Group. And then Udai Waha and then Udai a deputy production. Udai. You would do Wahapa, you will so fagos, you will join Nana Chochomo Chahine Asaka 36. Hey. What a company. Company bini. Edine you so fagos. Udai 36. Nana Chochomo Chahine. Bogas Spanky. Oh, university I say, yeah, the videos need to have commenting, but most importantly, keep it real because the street is always watching.